Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everybody all around the world, hello, welcome back to the second live stream of a live stream commentary of the West Support with me, host Sean Lucas. Thank you so much for tuning in and listening to the show as we're back with another action-packed show for you today, covering the world of boxing and beyond, as we have a very special night for you all tonight, as it's going to be again the Fighting Pod of Japan. Inoue coming back to go and defend his title against one of the biggest and baddest men in all of 122 in Akmadaliev, MJ himself, in a fight that is going to get off the backs of what has been already historical night in the realm of boxing as a whole, which, as we know, we've seen with Crawford. We just came back off of the incredibly exciting and absolutely action-packed live stream commentary of watching the great Terrence Crawford defeat, outbox, and utterly dominate Terrence Crawford dominate Canelo Alvarez in what is one of the biggest wins in boxing in the last 20 or 15 odd years. Absolutely insane and monumental, and that's just the first half of the act, because now we go from one all-time great to another, now going in Japan, fighting with Inoue versus MJ Akmadaliev. So we appreciate you joining in, we appreciate you listening. If you haven't already, please leave a like on the stream. Go ahead, leave a like on the stream. Comment your thoughts and opinions on whatever you want to talk about in the show today, or as we're going through and watching this fight live. Please be sure to come through and leave a like on the video, comment thoughts and opinions, subscribe to the channel, and please do share the show with everybody that you know, so we can keep on building up this empire together. Yes, indeed, we can't do this without you and your support. So if you want to make this thing special, hey, keep on liking, keep on sharing, keep on subscribing, and also be sure, if you can't support the show, we got Cash App and PayPal links down below, also in the description, if you want to give us support and help to make this show so much more, so much greater, so much more special, so much more impactful, for us to have the ability to go and honestly, essentially, make this show the best it can by reinvesting into this show. It would mean the world to me if you came and supported and went through and donated whatever you could. It would mean the world to me. And again, we're still doing a birthday week. Oh, yes, we are. If you all want to help celebrate my birthday, hey, come on through. Come on in and come on and support the channel. And it would be a great birthday gift to me. But again, we're here. We're live. We're excited for it. And we're going to be here watching the world of boxing and watching as the world of boxing unfolds. And we ain't going to miss a minute of everything going down, because I promise you, it's not going to be something that we want to miss. Because I tell you what, if the action continues like it's already been going for the past, couple of hours today, man, we going to have ourselves a time. I promise you that. We are going to have ourselves a monumental time. And I'm so happy to be with you all on today. Also, real quick, let me make sure I got my title card correct. I want to make sure that we got this thing up and everything's up and running like it needs to be, lest we go and miss out on that good, sweet old metadata when it comes to the world of YouTube, trying to get as attached to the public eye as possible. Can't do this without you all. And again, we appreciate all these. Well, let me see. Is this thing? This thing should be working now. Like it needs to work. Is it working now? Is it going through? It should be going to. Hey, Miss Queen, how you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for tuning into the show. So glad you're with us on today. Let me see what you have to say for the show today. Crawford, the GOAT. Day one Crawford fan here. Hey, you got it right. I'm gonna tell you something right now. You went through and you apt, and hey, everybody who chose everybody who chose and had the likes of Terrence Crawford as going to win this fight, you are sitting mighty pretty in the landscape of boxing right now, because everybody's looking at you and saying, hey, we were wrong. My gosh, we were wrong. And hey, we were wrong. A bunch of people were wrong in the world of boxing thus far, and people are eating some crow today. I tell you, people are eating some crow today, and I was right. Hey, I did my prediction. I got it right. I said that, that Crawford would be able to win, and Lord knows it happened just about exactly as I said it was going to happen, and Crawford has etched himself into the top 10 best boxers to ever grace this sport, at least in my humble opinion. I believe he deserves those ranks, no question about it. Also, you got some more stuff that you want to say. Let me see what you got to say. Canelo lost to a fighter who moved up 2 weight divisions. Canelo garbage. Hey, hold on now. We're not gonna disrespect what Canelo is as a fighter. We understood the pitfalls of what he had going into this, but he was still the favorite for monumental reasons for him to be able to win against the likes of Terrence Crawford is indeed phenomenal. So we had to again keep that in mind, keep that in perspective. This is not a situation where we're looking and saying that Crawford was we can't sit here and say Crawford did not beat somebody that was indeed worth the hype that we talk about it when it comes to the world of boxing. Hey, that brother was the truth. We know he's the truth. And speaking of the truth right now, we got the truth that we got to go and call this fight. So, hey, let's not wait no longer. We got Matsumoto about to step in. We got now 6-0, 4 KOs on his career. This is the first of, is it 2? No, 3. The first of 3 fights on this Inoue Akmadaliev card over in Japan, off the backs of what is going to be what can potentially wrap up and end what has been an absolutely historic night in the world of boxing. If you weren't here with the reactions, oh my gosh, you missed out, because man, we went insane. Oh, the chat went ballistic when we saw this fight happen. It's ridiculous. It was preposterous what transpired in the realm of, or in the form of the chat when we were watching, as we were watching everything unfold before our eyes, as we can see with some of the comments down below. Man, Crawford, the GOAT, D. Roger of this generation. Hey, you ain't lying, but it's the GOAT of this generation in boxing. Hey, look, and remember at one point in time, people were saying he wasn't all that. Now look at what how the tables have now turned in the world of boxing. But again, we got to fight the call. We got to fight the cover. And we have to make sure that we get in line, in tune with the call of Inoue versus MJ with the first fight tonight. Is it Takata versus Matsumoto going through right now? Round 1. Oh, it's wrong button. I'm sorry. Round 1. Wrong button again. Hold on. Round 1. There we go. Of this fight now going on the way. Takata versus Matsumoto. Again, this fight is on Facebook for free, so you can watch it along with us right here live on your computers or wherever you are right now. Also, if you hear some overlap in audio, please let me know so I can make sure I fix that quick and in a hurry, because I repeat, I am not trying to get copyrighted when it comes to the world of boxing. Our Lord knows I can't have that happen. Okay, in fact, I'm trying to listen just to make sure that I ain't got nothing potentially coming down the line that I can get caught with. But again, Matsumoto in the red and black trunks and Takata in the white trunks, or in the black gloves is Takata, and Matsumoto is in the red gloves. As Matsumoto was a good 1-2 on the side of Takata, though Takata was able to get out the way. Round 1, minute 27, 11, round 6. Mind you, all the buzz for this night is surrounding the fact that Crawford has now become the new undisputed super middleweight champion. Is now the first ever male three-time undisputed champion, I believe, in the history of boxing, or at least since Henry Armstrong, who did it way back in the day, who won titles, I believe, at 3 different weight divisions, starting from 126, ending at 147, which again is preposterous. So Crawford is in some truly rarefied air. Absolutely, no question about it. 48 seconds left in round 1. Good jab by the likes of Matsumoto, and leading into an uppercut, but again, Takata was able to respond, incline. 40 seconds left in the round 1 of this fight. And I'm gonna read your chats as well after this round. We want to make sure we don't miss any of the action. Swinging and miss by Takata as Matsumoto tries to close the distance. 25 seconds left in round 1. As they're both in the center of the ring. More so, Matsumoto trying to push some pressure on Takata. 10 seconds left in the round. And there we go. And the round is over. As we're going through, let me read your chats real quick and bring them up for the world to be able to see. Hold on one second. And make sure I got it big enough so I can actually read the things. I want to make sure I don't miss out. And I know, look, this is already bringing up a bunch of different things. What is a Crawford to a Mayweather? Hey, look, I told y'all these types of questions were gonna come into play. Crawford, boy. Crawford was the buckle like he said he was going to be when he went into this fight in the press conference against Canelo. That man beat Canelo every which way. Turned that brother every which way but loose. He hurt Canelo in the last 30 seconds of the round, in round 12, but to essentially seal every single type of every debate as to whether or not he was indeed a better fighter. No, he was a bad brother. He was a bad man on that night. 3-time undisputed. Who's next? We trying to figure that out. And man, I'm telling you, as the world keeps on turning, this fight has everybody saying this is truly incredible. But again, we're back on the fight as we're starting the round. Right now, round 2 going on the way. Matsumoto versus Takata. 2 minutes, 35 seconds left in the round 2 as of right now. As we're continuing to go and watch and watch this fight live, I'm trying to gauge it and making sure that I'm not getting any audio from the stream, so I can make sure that I'm playing. And I'm playing a dangerous game right now. Trying to make sure I don't get copyright stricken. I can't have that. But regardless of which, double jab by Takata that misses. 2 minutes into round 2 thus far. Again, this fight is on Netflix. And I'm not going to lie. While I love to watch the Japanese cards, I'm going to say I do kind of wish, or I do kind of hope that this fight ends kind of quick. We've been up since what, 5? And we've been streaming since 5 o'clock. I'm a little bit hoping that these fights ends a little quicker so I can get some rest just a little bit. Oh, and just as I say that, Takata just got caught with a big shot. Oh my gosh. My goodness. Takata just got caught with a wild shot from Matsumoto that almost rocked that butt. I thought he was going down. I'm not going to lie. I'm surprised Matsumoto didn't try to capitalize on that because he would looked in a bad state. But regardless of which, Matsumoto looks to be in control. Minute 15, left in round 2 of this fight. Takata again got hurt, just got rocked. Good check hook by Takata, but again, Matsumoto takes it pretty well. Going through right now, a minute left into round 2 between Takata and Matsumoto. We are watching the Inoue versus Akmadaliev stream at this point in time. This is the third fight in the 3-fight card. The first fight in the 3-fight card, excuse me. Better way to put that. And we're waiting again for the main event to come about right here, right now. Good shot by Matsumoto, and Takata attempt to respond in kind. 39 seconds left in the round 2. There's a posturing and moving, waiting, trying to see an opening. Matsumoto is still pushing the pace, trying to apply some very smart pressure and land some damaging shots like he's already done earlier in the round. Oh, good up jab by Takata that really caught the face of Matsumoto. Less than 50, excuse me, I'm sorry, less than 10 seconds left into round two. Thus far. As again, both back in the center of the ring, and the round is over. So yes, indeed. But let me keep on reading you all's chat, so I want to make sure I don't miss anything when it comes to the world of your voice on this show. You know you're special when a heavyweight is a fan of yours. Usyk said his favorite fighter to watch is Buddy Crawford. Yeah, he did. Usyk picked him to win because he was saying, yeah, the skill set of Terrence Crawford is indeed better. And it's going to be something that Canelo won't be able to beat. The angles, the punch perception, the depth perception, the distance control that Crawford states that Usyk said that Crawford had. It was real. All of it was real. Some of it might have been annoyed by the public, but boy, I took heed to it. I knew this was a real possibility. I knew it was a real possibility. And man, it showed up and showed out. Everything that we thought Crawford was, he outshined that in a way that nobody thought it would happen. I'm serious. I'm so serious. He outshined in a way that people didn't even expect. As we're going into round three right now, between Matsumoto and Takata. As again, right now, I think I got this fight split 1-1, unless I have my scorecards wrong. I have been watching a whole bunch of boxing. Excuse me. Let me make sure I hydrate my voice so I'm not straining. I do apologize. I'm not trying to. I don't want to take so many breaks. I'm trying to make sure that I'm not. Gotta keep my stuff healthy so we can make sure we can go all night long. To quote Lionel Richie, but even still, I think that was Lionel Richie. Yeah, Lionel Richie. He's the one that sang all night long. Had to make sure I had my references on point. But even still, going through right now, jab to the body by Matsumoto. Takata again used pawing out that jab, trying to gauge, not just keep some distance, but gain an advantage to land something big. 1-2 by the likes of Matsumoto, but it's blocked by Takata. Takata again with minute 45 left in round three. But what about there? I believe are orthodox fighters. Matsumoto again is the brother I think that has the more power in this fight from the standpoint of knockouts in the resume as a whole. Minute 25 left in round three. Jab by Takata trying to amp up the pressure and push his way into the vicinity of Matsumoto. Good angle uppercut by Matsumoto that almost turns Takata around. Good overhand right by Takata. Though again he missed. Good uppercut to the body by Matsumoto. Minute 5 left in round three right now. Jab by Takata. Going through again. This is just keeping with form of the action-packed night that we had earlier today when it came to the world of boxing. And nearly every fight was an outright barn burner. This is just about sticking with that same tune, even though it's on the other side of the world. 42 seconds left in round three. This fight is streaming on Facebook right now on Top Rank Boxing's Facebook for free. So you can watch it wherever you are without having to pay, thankfully. Double jab by Takata. 23 seconds left in the round three. Going through again, it's been a lot of energy between these two. Long jab to the body by Takata misses. Matsumoto again still looking to aim for the head when it comes to some of these big hooks that he's been landing on the likes of Takata. 10 seconds left in round three. And the round is over. As we're going through, let's go back to read your chats to make sure we don't miss a beat when it comes to the world of boxing. And hear you guys' voice. Crawford is like rising from Yu Yu Hakusho. Yeah. He right now he looking like that. Rising. Not the third. The first Hokage. Right now he's sitting high and mighty like he Naruto. Better yet, he's sitting high and mighty like he Madara. Right now, this brother like Madara. This man, I don't care who you are. This man, the people are saying, ain't nobody touching this brother at this point in time. Crawford can be both Charlos on the same night, but Hayes will still doubt him. Well, look, I don't know who's trying to doubt Crawford right now, because Crawford has earned every monicum of respect. Bomac said Crawford used about 40% of his full power against Canelo. Are you sure? He said that. My gosh, I did not know he said that. Shoot, now mind you, we only got it. I'm running on I'm running on I don't want to say fumes, but we went from watching the fight. We had 30 minutes to eat, and we had 30 minutes to prep to get back live on the show. So I ain't really gotten to see all the reactions and all of the interviews from the likes of Bomac and others in light of this win. I've just known that the win was huge, and I had to prep to make sure that we saw the other side of the spectrum with Inoue and Akmadaliev also have a huge fight of their own. So I ain't seen that, but if that is true, then shoot. He must have used 80% in those last 30 seconds, because that brother wobbled Canelo the worst we've ever seen him wobbled since his fight with Miguel Cotto's brother all those years ago. And hey, Crawford hurt Canelo. Canelo could not hurt Crawford. So man, I'm telling you, he's a bad brother. But as we're going into this fight, round 4 between Takata and Matsumoto. We are a minute 50 left in this round 4. With Matsumoto again landing a great 1-2 from the southpaw stance. Again, he is a southpaw. Takata misses with a check hook, trying to snap on the face of Matsumoto. Good uppercut by Matsumoto. Off the jab, came in with that right hand jab and then boom, extended his left hand with an uppercut from a long range. Worked out beautifully. I mean, that was absolutely beautiful. Going to right now for minute 18 left in round 4. They're both resetting back in the center of the ring. Matsumoto again pushing the pressure on Takata. Watching this fight on Facebook Live right now on Top Rank's official webpage. Or their official Facebook page, which again, it is for free. That is where they said they were going to show it, because they could not get any other platform to stream it, which is a doggone shame if I do say so myself, but that's a whole other conversation. Regardless of which, right now, 39 seconds left in round 4, Takata and Matsumoto, I don't want to say Matsumoto is winning this fight. To me, he's definitely winning this round. Takata with a lunging in right hand, but to no avail. Just change positions on and that wasn't a doubt. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, I thought Matsumoto had knocked down the likes of Takata, but no, that's not what happened. Apparently the ref called it a slip. I don't know if that's the right decision with regards to which. They keep on fighting. Another jab by Matsumoto. Another sharp jab by Matsumoto. Matsumoto's got some sharp punches. He's got some really sharp punches. As the round is over at this point in time, let me keep on reading what you all have to say in reaction to everything going on. Bomac said he looked Canelo straight in his face and look at me. Bomac said he looked Canelo straight in his eyes, face to face, got his chip bag out and pulled out flaming hot Cheetos, and Canelo. I said Canelo ain't nothing. Well, look, man, he showed it. Here's the thing. All that stuff, he showed it. Everything that he's saying, everything that he propagated, he showed it. To Crawford, Canelo ain't nothing. And Canelo is the real deal. But to Crawford, this man is a step above just about everybody else in the world. About, like I said, it's 3 greats, and then there's everybody else. It's Crawford, Usyk, and Inoue, and it's everybody else behind him. And at this point in time, Crawford just separated himself from the likes of Usyk and Inoue, which is insane to say from the standpoint of the global hierarchy of boxing. Yeah, there is only one. There is only one Terrence Crawford who is indeed right now the baddest man in all the land. Sure, Usyk's the baddest man in the land when it comes to being the heavyweight champion, but in terms of the baddest man on the planet, on a pound for pound perspective, brother, ain't nobody questioning the likes of Crawford, as we just got to see Takata land a major shot on Matsumoto, almost knocking that brother across the ring. I thought he was going down as well. As again, it's 2:25 left in round 5 of this fight. As going through, good combination by Matsumoto, good jab by Takata. 2:10 left in round 5. Going through, this has been a pretty interesting fight between the two thus far. And again, we are still waiting on Inoue versus Akmadaliev. Inoue versus MJ, the fight that again is going to be one of the bigger threats in Inoue's reign at 122 in his dominant undefeated tenure as the undisputed champion of the world. And again, still with the status of top 3 pound for pound in the sport today. Oh! 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 Oh my gosh! Oh! Oh, he's done! Oh, Takata's done! Oh my gosh, Takata's done! Somebody get in the ring. What the world? Somebody get in the ring right now. Somebody get in the ring. Where's the doctor? Oh my goodness. Where's the doctor? Where in the world is the doctor? What the world did he get killed? Was that an uppercut? Takata just got knocked out by Matsumoto. Oh my gosh. What? That was quick. That was a delayed reaction, and he just went straight down. Oh, shoot. I hope he's okay. Oh my gosh. Yeah, he went with the hook. Oh no. Oh no. It was a clash of heads. Oh no! Oh my gosh, oh, he's in a bad way. Oh, he's in a bad way. Oh no. Oh my gosh. Oh no, that was a clash of heads. It wasn't a punch, it was a clash of heads thing that made him go unconscious. Delayed reaction, then he went down. I immediately started spewing blood. Oh my gosh. I'm talking. I think we have a potential, legitimately serious situation here. Takata and Matsumoto were trading with each other, and Matsumoto tried to land an uppercut, but he stepped too deep. And as Takata was also coming in, and they went with and they both clashed heads with each other. I thought it looked like it was the uppercut that landed, but it wasn't the case. And it was Takata went down and like it looked like Takata was gonna back up, and then he just dropped. I mean, he just dropped, and the blood started falling. As you can see right here, jab by Matsumoto, lands the hook, then boom. Takata comes in Takata comes in with a shot as Matsumoto also moves in as well, and oh gosh, oh my goodness. Then the blood started pouring, and it's a scary situation right now. That is a yeah, we shoot. We do send prayers, and we do hope the medical team at hand is able to get control of the situation as quickly as possible. Right now he's on a stretcher. I wouldn't trying to see if there's any movement of any kind. I know they have him stabilized, and they have him going out on a stretcher. That is oh gosh, that is a serious situation that we will attempt to keep tabs with as we continue throughout the night. We do hope Takata is okay. This is a situation we have, and like I said, we're not trying to be morbid, but we have seen on these cards already sadly 2 people pass away because of situations where it's been the damage to the brain from the sport and from the aggressiveness of the fight. In this situation, it was a little bit different because the fight was going about, but it was a clash of heads that completely it just put him out. A clutch hit sadly caused Takata to collapse. And so we do. It is a very serious situation at this point in time, and we are again we do pray and do hope that the medical team is able to again get everything under control and be able to keep everything safe and legitimately. It is just a redeemed, not I don't want to say quote unquote, but legitimate. Like he got knocked out from the clash of heads, but in terms of any damage incurring afterwards, that is nothing serious. We do not want that to take place at all. We do hope and pray that that is not the case at all. And whatever is going on in the world of Takata, that it does indeed end not in a terrible situation. Everything's kind of on hold at this moment in time, and I believe they are. Let me make sure. Let me listen to exactly what they're trying to figure out exactly what they're saying. I think they're going through the scorecards of the fight for whatever the official scorecards were at this point in time. At the time of the stoppage due to the clash of heads, but at this point in time, it is a very serious situation. We yeah, I'm looking to see how they are moving forward from this from this point on.
Ladies and gentlemen, this
I'm looking at
has
it.
been stopped at the time of 1 minute 26 seconds of round number 5. At that point, intentional headbutt, unable to continue. We go to the scorecards with a technical decision. After these 5 rounds, the decision is unanimous as the judges are in to 46 to 45, all 3 in favor of the winner. He is still undefeated. He is the new WBA minimum weight champion of the world, Ryusei Matsumoto.
All right, so Matsumoto did win again off of the off of he did win off of the decision, or rather off of the scorecard decision at the time of said stoppage. But even still, that is not the way that you would want. I doubt that's the way he would have. I doubt that's the way he wanted this fight to end as it did. But yeah, that is a very much unfortunate turn of events that we do hope does not exacerbate into a potential dangerous situation. Because it was a oh man, that is a that is a I'm not gonna lie, that was a scary situation. That was a very much scary situation. Hopefully, again, we do hope and pray that the likes of Takata are okay. That he is just fine. That he's able to make it out and be that he's able to be perfectly fine after this. And we'll probably get an update from the whole situation as we continue to watch the card, or probably later on in the week, almost assuredly. But again, Matsumoto is the new champion. Again, while it is definitely not by the means you would have wanted, he is indeed. He was winning on the unofficial the scorecards at the time of the stoppage, and congratulations to him. Hopefully he's able to reign and continue to be great throughout his entire career. Yeah, that was pretty bad. That was pretty bad. That was a pretty bad situation. And we do hope and pray that everything is okay. Nonetheless, that is tough. That is a tough swing. My gosh. Shoot. That is a tough swing to go through. But I do apologize. We still have a show to do. Let me see what you all got to say. Have you thought about where you have Bud ranked all time? Is Bud over Roy Jones Jr.? So again, for me, because of what I said, I had Bud, if he did win, within the top 10 of boxing. Especially if he had won in a dominant fashion that was somewhat akin to the same one-sided situation like with Errol Spence Jr. This does fit that bill. It does fit that bill. So yes, for me, he is top 10. Now, is he better than Roy? No, he's not. I can promise you, he's an all-time great and belongs in that discussion. But he isn't better than Roy. But that's not disrespect, because Roy was just that bad of a man. But at the same time, now Crawford, he's a different brother. Crawford's different. Crawford's different in a manner that, again, even with him winning, if he had since he won in that specific fashion, it was so preposterous to think that he would outclass Canelo, to that much of a wide degree that it shook everybody up. It shook everybody up. Even the people that were saying that Bud was a better boxer than Canelo didn't think that he was going to be this much of a lopsided victor. Everything I brought up when it came to talking about this fight, which, ironically enough, Crawford did do most of the stuff I said he needed to do in the breakdown to win. If you went back and watched the breakdown of the fight with Crawford versus Canelo that I did on the channel, he did everything right, but it was to do everything correctly and not make a mistake was a line of perfection that even with Terrence Crawford, we didn't know if he was going to be able to achieve it. We didn't. And to make it look easy like that, oh my gosh. That is some all-time great type stuff against Canelo of all people. Yeah, no, he's different. He's different. He's different in a way that you can't dispute him. If you tried, you couldn't dispute him. That's the thing. What I'm most surprised with is Bud could absorb Canelo's shots. I mean, that was one of the things we talked about in the landscape of the fight coming up to it. We were saying, with the new body of Crawford, what if Crawford can take the power of Canelo? What else does Canelo have to beat Terrence Crawford? That was the biggest question. If the power amounts to nothing in the grand scheme of the fight with Crawford, by the time you go through and, okay, you step in the ring, what else is it that you can do? Because, yes, the IQ's there and everything else is there, but it's propagated and accentuated in the realm of Canelo with the power. He can set traps. He got some real pop. He is not easy to hit, but most of the dominance is equated to his power is the biggest thing that made him so susceptible to, or made him so dominating to his opponents. They just can't take it. This man not just took it. He ate a shot from Canelo Alvarez with a fully loaded heavy hook on the back of the head and didn't even change his facial expression. That's insane. That's insane. Like, that is insane. I legit can't. And again, he hurt Crawford in the last 30 seconds. The worst we've seen Canelo hurt since his fight with Miguel Cotto's brother. We've never seen him rock like that, even against Gennady Golovkin in those last 30 seconds of round 12. Never. That mean he got caught, he buckled, and his legs went stiff, and then turned to jelly before he finally got his wits together. But nah, it was in a bad way. He was in Canelo for a split second was legit in a world of trouble. He was in a world of trouble. I couldn't believe it. His power shots didn't look effective. They did, and you know why? Because the guard of Canelo being able to block not just the shots upstairs with again catching the shots. Most of the shots that Canelo threw were blocked, a lot of the heavy shots. But also, if it was to the body, he was catching it with the elbow. The elbow and this, whatever this is in between, whatever this is in between, your forearm and your elbow. This wad of muscle, whatever that is, he was blocking it with that, and it was working to perfection. Like it legit was working to perfection. And Madrimov did better than Bud, and it's exactly why I said Madrimov was a tougher fighter to figure out. Oh, excuse me. This is exactly why I said that Canelo is a tougher fighter to figure out. Is that what I'm saying? Am I saying that right? I've been up for a long time. Let me make sure I'm saying this phrase correctly. This is why I said Madrimov is not Canelo. Canelo is a easier fighter to figure out, but he is leagues harder to beat because of his actual IQ and talent. But because the style is not nearly as unpredictable with how Canelo does fight, even though all the IQ and stuff is there, this man is still, if you can see everything coming without the added interference of feints coming every which way, you shaking like the boogeyman on WWE, guess what? Or Jacob Fatu. Again, if you watch wrestling, you'll get the reference. But if you ain't shaking like that and fainting when somebody's trying to throw or you're trying to attack, all of a sudden, it becomes a whole lot easier to read what you're trying to do. And because the gameplay, again, you can't stop what Canelo wants to do. But even though you know it's coming, that's the thing. And yes, Crawford was able to stop what Canelo wanted to do. That's the crazy thing. And he knew he was coming. But for every other opponent we've seen in the world of boxing, that's just not the case. That's just not the case. They know what Canelo wants to do, yet they can't stop it. Because its implementation of said simplistic skill set, or more so stripped down skill set at this stage of his career, is indeed incredible. Is indeed phenomenal. For Crawford to nullify that to this degree, yeah, nah, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Let's see. I bet draw, so I thought I had a shot. You almost did. You almost did. I'm gonna tell you something right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. You almost did have a draw on your hands. Because the judges' scorecards 115, 113, 115, 113, and 116, 112, this fight was not that close. This fight was not that close. Be clear about that. This fight was not that close at all. This fight was not that close. The 116, 112 is a better scorecard. This fight wasn't that close at all. Canelo, we almost got ourselves some faulty judging. Because the way that Canelo got himself some rounds that he shouldn't have gotten. That fight was, on my scorecard, a clean sweep by Crawford. If you want to give Canelo rounds, he got one, maybe two. Sure enough, you're going to have to fight with me trying to say he got three. But that's it. Two at max. Three if you're able to sell air. That's the only... If you can sell air and make me buy it, then I'll say that Canelo got 3 rounds. Outside of that, that brother only got 2. At max. And that's me being generous. Realistically, I only would have given him one. And how I saw the fight, for real, I didn't give many. The reality is this man did a clean sweep against one of the best boxers of all time from the standpoint of what the legacy of Canelo is, which is indeed set in stone. We have talked about that before, which is why this win is so monumental, which is why this win is so incredible, which is why this win is something that is so dominant. It should not have been this dominant. This fight should not have been this dominant at all from the side of Crawford winning. It shouldn't have been. But it was. Because he's just that good. See, he's just that good. He's just that good. And he gets the respect he deserves. He gets the respect that he should have gotten all those years ago. All those years ago. The amount of time we've been waiting and talking about Crawford. With it being like he doesn't get, he hasn't fought nobody, he ain't done nothing, he ain't special, his resume's a bum. It's been that for months and months to years and years and years and years and years. It was like that the whole time. And again, we're waiting on the second fight of the card for Inoue versus Akmadaliev at this point in time. That's why we're just talking through. But yeah, the disrespect of Crawford had been he hasn't fought nobody. You can't say he's great when there's nothing great about him. I don't know where that sentiment all of a sudden started popping up from. Acting like acting like Sean Porter ain't something good. Acting like Errol Spence wasn't something that was good. Diminishing Errol Spence for no good reason. Using the car crash as a reason for why he wasn't all that great. Remember, I was the one, that's why I said that the car crash wasn't a factor in Crawford dominating Spence. Crawford beat Spence because Crawford beat Spence because Crawford beat Spence. Plain and simple. Dominated the buddy because he was better than him in every way. And he knew what was coming and was able to capitalize as well as he wanted to. It wasn't difficult because he knew what he was doing and he knew what was coming. This fight looked eerily similar to that. He muscled around Spence. He muscled around Canelo. He countered Spence all night. He countered Canelo all night. He beat Spence at his own range. He beat Canelo at his own range. He ate the best shots of Spence. He ate the best shots of Canelo. He blocked most of Spence's best attacks. He blocked most of Canelo's best attacks. He turned it up as the fight went later against Spence. He turned it up as the fight went later against Canelo. He went and started smiling at the damage he was doing to Spence. He went and started smiling at the damage he was doing to Canelo. More so than anything, he was smiling because he wasn't shocked by the power of Spence, just like he wasn't shocked by the power of Canelo. It lined it up perfectly. It lined up perfectly. It was literally beat for beat, just like the fight with Errol Spence. Canelo had no answer. Canelo had no ability. And Canelo was outclassed, outmatched, outgunned, outmuscled, outhustled, outthought, outcountered, and outworked in every way. In every way, Canelo got beat. Power, he got beat. Speed, he got beat. Traps, he got beat. Countering, he got beat. Footwork, he got beat. Defense, he got beat. Damage, he got beat. His face looked worse than Crawford, and again, Crawford rocked and hurt Canelo in the last 30 seconds of this fight. On the inside, with some of the same work he was doing against Matsumoto, when Matsumoto started setting his feet and getting desperate and throwing bombs at the later stage of the round. Looking mighty similar. Looking mighty similar, if I do say so myself. And we called it. We called it. Or at least I broke it down the way I did, and it turned out. It went exactly as planned. It went just like that, which again is preposterous when we're looking at who we're discussing with Canelo against Crawford. It should not happen, yet it did, and it boggles the mind. That's what it does. It boggles the mind when it comes to thinking about this type of stuff. Like, do you understand that Gennady Golovkin couldn't do this? We can say that Gennady Golovkin should have won against Canelo. We can say that for the first fight. I have no problem with that. He did. But he never beat him this definitively. He never did. I'm gonna go watch. You know what? I said that this fight was a bigger, dominant display than the fight with Floyd versus Canelo when Canelo fought him earlier in his career. I'm gonna go back and watch that fight. Sometime this week, I'm gonna go back and watch that fight. And I'm gonna see if I can validate that claim. Because based on what I remember Floyd dominating Canelo in this same way. Or this with this wide of a gap. I don't remember that. And Floyd again was dominating that fight. I don't know. I gotta go back and watch. Because again, this was a better Canelo. Be clear on that. This was a better Canelo than Canelo had ever been in his career. It was. This Canelo, even with all the pitfalls that we say he had, which he did, this Canelo was the best Canelo that we had seen from the standpoint of evolved from Floyd. And we all agreed that was real. We all agreed on this channel that was valid. We all agreed on this channel that was vindicated. Yes. Canelo wasn't the same fighter that he was when he fought against Floyd versus what he is now. He's not the same brother. Not at all. He's a better brother. He's absolutely a better guy. We all agree to that. But because we agree to that, Crawford beat this man better, arguably better, than what Floyd beat a younger, less inexperienced Mayweather. Or he beat him better, potentially, than Floyd Mayweather beat a younger, less experienced Canelo. Like, that doesn't make sense. And Floyd is 2 years older than the likes of Canelo. By the time Floyd was 38, he was 2 fights away from retirement, fighting against Berto and McGregor. Crawford fought Canelo at the age where Floyd was fighting Berto and McGregor. Floyd fought Canelo when he was 36. Crawford fought Canelo when he was 38. And still was younger than Canelo, who had evolved and become better. And he beat him. It's like every time you look at this from a new angle, you see a new propagated experience that is just so insane. It's just so insane. It's preposterous. It's ridiculous. It does not make sense. I'm gonna tell you, it doesn't make sense. And so, and again, I gotta go back through, and again, I gotta think about where I would have him, within that top 10. But I would love to hear from you all what your top 10 is, and if Crawford makes your cut or not. Or do you think that we are prematurely putting Crawford on a pedestal that he doesn't belong? Even with what we've said on this channel, us acknowledging what the ramifications of this fight is and the greatness of what it's going to be if, in fact, we saw Crawford achieve history, which now we know he did. He did it. And so we have to ask the question of, okay, somebody's getting bounced. Who's getting bounced? Who's getting bounced? I doubt it's Ali. I doubt it's Sugar Ray Robinson. That's two stamped in the book. I doubt it's gonna be Joe Louis. I don't think it's gonna be Pacquiao. I don't, yeah, because no, Pacquiao's feet and what he did in his career is too great for him to get bounced out for me for the top 10. But even still, that's four names that's gonna be there in no particular order. So I gotta think. I gotta think because this is you got Armstrong, you got, again, I'm just throwing out names. You have the likes of Robinson, Sugar Ray Robinson, Henry Armstrong, Joe Louis. You have Muhammad Ali. You have Ali. You got Ezra Charles. But not Rocky Marciano. You got somebody here. Again, we're calling through and we're going through the list of the 10 greatest fighters in history. And if we do have a list, who's getting bounced from that list? If we do, in fact, have the likes of Canelo, of Crawford being top 10 after this win, which again he would deserve, and he got an argument for. So I'm trying to think of who's knocking out. And I think because this game is such laden with history. It's I gotta pull up a list so I can make sure I got my stuff in check. I know I made a list of best heavyweights, but best boxers, yeah, I gotta think. Again, for contention, Pacquiao, Ali, Joe Louis, Sugar Ray Robinson, um, Ezra Charles. Some people say Sugar Ray. Some people have Sugar Ray Leonard. Floyd Mayweather is in that conversation for a lot of people. I'm not putting Rocky Marciano in there. Julio Cesar Chavez, he's not in my top 10. Well, is he? Well, hold on. Wait, is he? Is he in my top 10? I gotta think. See, this is what makes it difficult. This makes it different. This is what makes it so difficult. Because it's, you know he belongs, but when you look at the other greatness of the past, it's like, man, you're gonna be, it's gonna be a real shakeup. But again, I know he does deserve to be there. I know for me he deserves to be there. It's gonna take me some time. It's gonna take me some time to make a list. It's gonna take me some time to make a list. Would it be Willie Pep? Could Willie Pep be there in the top 10? But it went 229, 11, and 1. Was one of the 3 greatest defensive fighters in history. Dang, my gosh. Yeah, it's knocking someone off of this list is something that is so, no, it needs to happen. But it just matters you want to be delicate with who you do it with, because you don't want to go and make the wrong move. Yeah, I gotta. This is gonna be tough. This is gonna be really tough. This is gonna be really tough. But it's gotta happen, regardless of which. We're gonna make it. We're gonna come up with an answer. I don't care if it takes me a week. I don't care if it takes me 2 weeks. We're gonna definitively have this conversation, and we're gonna say whether or not somebody is or isn't who belongs and who doesn't belong. We're gonna hash it out. It's gonna happen. Mark my words. Because again, it's so new. Oh yeah, Roy. My bad. My bad. That's what the first six. My bad. That's the first six. Yeah, who was it? Ali, Henry Armstrong, Ezra Charles, Joe Louis. And I had the likes of who was it? I'm trying to type and talk at the same time. Ali, Armstrong, Charles, Lewis, Pacquiao, Roy. I know that's my definitive six. In no order. That's my definitive six. Ali, Lewis, Armstrong, Charles, what did I say? Roy and Robinson. In fact, let me type that. Let me go on and type that out right now so I can have myself this list set in stone so I can go back and continue to structure this so we can make sure we got this right. What's P? Hold on, wait a minute. We on the fly doing this. P. P for P. Boxes. Here we go. Okay. All right. Let's. Okay. Yeah. So in no order. Well, outside of number one. Okay. Hey. Jackie Robinson. Muhammad Ali. Jackie Robinson, Muhammad Ali, Henry Armstrong, Ezra Charles, Joe Louis, and Roy Jones Jr. Okay, there we go. I got six. I got definitive six. So again, in no order, before we get to the 10, that's my six, and then we're gonna find out. I'm gonna have to think. We're gonna be dedicated, but I'm gonna have to think about who I got to take that that six spot. Also, what the world's going on with this stream? Why is it taking so long? I know we got Teki is coming back against Christian Medina, and again Teki has been. We call that brother the George fight. We call that brother the George Foreman of the bantamweight division because the way he throws, he just low uppercuts and he will take you out. Yes, he will. He will do some real damage. He did it to Diego Higa. We remember that fight. Well, I definitely remember that fight. What exactly is taking so long for this? It's only 3 fights on the card. I'm trying to figure out why in the world it ain't going through. And hold on, wait a minute. While we're waiting on that, come here real quick. Picture in picture. You need this. We're gonna cover this right now. We're gonna cover it. Where's that? We're gonna cover this right now. Breaking news from the world of Canelo himself. From the mouth of Canelo himself. Nope, that ain't it. Come on. From the mouth of Canelo himself. This is from the words of Canelo directly after the fight with Terrence Crawford.
In the world of comparisons that we live in right now, if you can, compare and contrast the fight between yourself and Floyd Mayweather Jr. in tonight's bout with Terrence Bud Crawford, if you can?
No, I think Crawford is way better than Floyd Mayweather.
In the world of comparisons that we live in right now.
Shut up. What the world? Oh my God. Whoa. 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 My goodness. Again, from the buddy that fought them both. And now this is starting to validate my memory. Crawford beat Canelo worse than Floyd beat Canelo. When Canelo was better than this, when Canelo was better against Crawford than he was against Floyd. Yeah. And again, if you need to hear it again.
If you can, compare and contrast the fight between yourself and Floyd Mayweather Jr. in tonight's bout with Terrence Bud Crawford, if you can.
No, I think Crawford is way better than Floyd Mayweather.
My gosh. Well, hey, man. Good. You heard it here first. You heard it here first. Crawford's better than Floyd. When it's from the word in the eyes of Canelo. Crawford's better than Floyd. Crawford is better. So at this, hey, shoot. What? Brother. You know how much of a, well, if that's the case, then I guess we know who's not in the top 10.
Hey, look at this. We got the problems here.
If that's the case, I guess we know who's not in the top 10 now. I guess it's Floyd. Y'all might be right when y'all was saying that Floyd, Floyd who, when it comes to the world of Canelo versus Crawford, Floyd who? Floyd who, that's what some of y'all were saying. And hey, Mike, could have a little bit of validity to it. And again, Floyd is one of the 3 best defensive boxers we've ever had in boxing history. Yes, and he is pound for pound one of the top 25 fighters in history, at least in my opinion. But he's not in my top 10. He's never been in my top 10. It's not because he isn't great, but for me he never belonged in the top 10 when gauging talent and career. And as of right now, if this is the case with Canelo as well, oh my. Oh my. Oh my indeed. If that's the case, because now we're asking, we're sitting here, we're saying, I mean, Lord, shoot. My goodness. So okay, we do have to start asking questions now. It's Crawford better than Floyd. We got to we have to know. I might have to start changing my opinion in terms of that specific matchup. We talked about that matchup in the past, Crawford versus Floyd Mayweather. Who would be able to win between the two at 147 in their prime? And now, I don't know. It might not be as simple as, yeah, at one way it's one way and at another way it's another way. And it could be that legit. Is Crawford the better fighter? Is Crawford the better fighter? We're going to have to ask those types of questions. We're going to have to start asking. Because now we're getting people that, again, have faced both. This is Canelo's words, not mine. Crawford is a way better fighter than Canelo. Or excuse me, Crawford is a way better fighter than Mayweather. Canelo's words, not mine. Crawford is a way better fighter than Mayweather. Way better fighter. His words. I ain't never had somebody who has faced Floyd and faced everybody else afterwards. I've never heard somebody say that about Floyd Mayweather. I've never heard somebody say that about Floyd Mayweather. Normally, the hardest fight that they had, they just couldn't figure out, yeah, it's Floyd. He's a different brother. He's a different beast. He thinks so far ahead that it's ridiculous. He's so fast that it is insane. He's got a stinging type of snap to his punches. And he can outthink you. And if he does need to go and work, guess what? He can work. But that I've never seen somebody who faced off against Floyd ever say that somebody else was way better than Floyd after facing Floyd. Never. That's the first time I have ever heard somebody admit that somebody else, when they faced Floyd Mayweather, that somebody was better than Floyd when they fought Floyd. Even if we want to give the caveat of Floyd is older at the point in time that Canelo's talking about, guess what, man? That Floyd Mayweather that was older was still one of the better fighters in the world. That Floyd Mayweather that was older still beat Canelo, who, if we're being honest, in terms of the age, in terms of the youth, in terms of the stage at which Floyd was at that point in his career, should have lost. Or it was slated that, hey, this man can actually take you out because he's younger, stronger, fast, durable, and he's got the goods that if he tags you, it can be bad. Maybe we're saying that you could have lost that fight, but you beat him. Because again, you're great. But this ain't that same brother. This is not that same brother that fought against the likes of Floyd Mayweather. This is the better version. Who's saying that, yeah, he's better than Floyd. You can't do nothing with that brother. That is all. Again, that is, for me, that is unheard of. That's unheard of on a scale that is almost not in the realm of feasibility. Yet still, it exists in our reality. It is preposterous that this is the sentiment that exists. Rather, it's preposterous that we're living in this type of situation. It's insane. It's insane. That's all I can say. It's insane. You know what I mean? Like, my goodness. And again, we're still waiting on the walkouts of Teki. Is it? Okay, all right. They got the intro packages for Teki versus Medina. So that's right. He's getting ready to happen right here, right now. But again, I would love to hear your thoughts and reactions to what's going on in the world of boxing with all the buzz that's going about. What's your top 10 if you do have Crawford in your top 10? Do you think we're overblowing all of this and that he shouldn't be in those conversations? What do you feel about this fight in terms of the makeup of who Crawford is? Did Crawford surprise you in a way that you didn't expect? Did you doubt him? And are you now seeing how great he really is? Because again, this is another quote from the world of Canelo Alvarez. If I can play it right here for you live on stream.
No, I try.
Hold on a minute.
He's a great fighter, and I did what I supposed to do, right? I tried for every way, and I trained really hard, and he deserved all the credit. No, I try my best tonight, and I just cannot figure out the style.
Was it something specific, the movement or his speed or power, or what? Was there something you could put your finger on that gave you the most trouble?
Everything.
Okay.
He have everything.
Has it sunk in yet that for the first time in forever, you're not a world champion?
No, I feel a champion no matter what. You know, I win no matter what, and I still feel a champion. So it is what it is. You need to take the loss and accept everything. But I'm gonna continue. Do it.
What? Hey, thankfully now we got word. The butt ain't retired. We can put that stuff to bed. We can put that noise to bed right here, right now. And again, I'm going through and again, I'm trying to make sure I'm saving stuff for the week, for next week's show, so we can have everything all of our ducks in a row from the standpoint of being able to talk about what is coming down the line in this history-laden event. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait, we got some more
Would you
news.
consider going back down to 154 and face Geron as the guy who prepared Canelo Alvarez for this fight?
No. I ain't going down 154.
Would you consider?
Oh, no, that's interesting. Now, again, we're going to talk about this on probably tomorrow. But remember, this man was going on the podcast saying, hey, but I might just go down to 154 and do it again or become a 4-time undisputed champion like on the back of his shirt. So now hey, wait a minute. Hold on now. Wait a second. Is this buddy going to stay at 160? Wait. Oh, time out. Wait a second. If he ain't moving back down, but he might not be retiring, what the world is this cat looking for? Wait a minute. What is he trying to do? Wait, if he's not moving down to 160, if he's not going back down to 154 like he said he would, like he said he might do, I'll say might. He made the intentions clear that he might go back down, but he said it publicly in the vein of, yeah, I'll do it again because it ain't nothing for me. If that is the case, though, or if that's not the case anymore, what the word? Wait, hold on. Wait, is he going to stay at 168? Is he going to fight at 160? Is he going to fight Janabek? Janabek Ali Muhammad? Is he going to fight him? Is he going to... What the world? What the world? What is he going to do? If he's not moving down to 154 to fight Boots. But he's not giving any inclination that he's going to retire. Is he going to stay at 168? Because that's insane. From the standpoint of, he beat the best brother in the land with the greatest of ease. And nobody else is on Canelo's level. I guess he's saying, well, I moved down. Why would I need to move down? Because I'm right here. And I'm able to dominate like I want to. With the greatest of ease. Without any issue. Without any issue at all. Let me see. If they say, was it Amin Yavin? Is it Armin? No, I'm sorry, Armin Yavin. I might be saying that wrong. Either way, how you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for tuning in the show. I do apologize that I am struggling to say the name. I do apologize on my regard. Again, I'm trying to learn other people's names. Some of y'all come from all across the globe, which I love. It might take me a minute to get your stuff right, so please bear with me. But we're glad you're here. And right now, we're talking about the fight, or rather, we're watching the Inoue versus Akmadaliev card while still looking to go through and wait for the main event of Inoue versus Akmadaliev. Again, right now we got the co-main event coming down the line right now. Teki versus Medina. I believe it's Medina who's fighting right now for the it's got to be. Unless I got it wrong, it's for the WBO bantamweight title at 118 pounds. Yeah, 118. 118. So yeah, no, it's and if you've seen the likes of Teki, that man will throw bolo punches like he's George Foreman every which way, trying to knock his opponents out left, right, and center. So you're going to see something really special in this fight in terms of an action-packed event. And you might become a fan of somebody if you stick around and tune in. Again, it is on Facebook. The fight itself is on Facebook Live if you want to go and be able to watch it live so you can witness everything at hand and be able to see all that's going on, or to see the fight live. You'll be able to watch it there, and thankfully, it's free, because remember, they couldn't find a home for it for a while, for a good minute. They couldn't find a home for it. But now it's here, and now Teki's getting ready to walk out to the screen. Again, if my voice sounds a little bit hoarse, please bear with me. We literally just got done with the Terrence Crawford screen. We just got done with the Terrence Crawford Canelo Alvarez stream at 2 a.m. We had an hour break, and then we had to go back up and stream right here at 4:30 or 4 o'clock, 4:30, prepping all around all the while. So I ain't giving my voice a real chance to rest. So I'm trying to push it. I'm trying to put you, because like I said, we are not going to miss the two biggest stars in the sport. Go at it right now. We can't miss that, because if we do, we are going to be, that's a disturbance. That's a mistake. That's a problem. And we are not going to have a problem when it comes to witnessing two of the biggest, baddest brothers in the land when it comes to the world of boxing in pound for pound. Legit, both of them are making history almost every single night. Of course, with Crawford making the biggest history that we can even fathom right now. But yeah, both of them are history makers. Also, real quick, do you think that Crawford now is pound for pound number one? Does he deserve that shine now? Does he? Does he? In your mind, does he deserve that shine as the undisputed pound for pound number one fighter in the world over Usyk? Because there's some people that ain't been budging on Usyk in a minute. I would say this, while we understand that the list is subjective, it would be very wise, with the understanding of the gravity of this fight, that you did have Crawford as the best in the world right now. Because I don't know what other argument you can make to say that he doesn't deserve that spot. What other argument do you need? What other argument needs to be made? What other argument is there that he doesn't deserve that spot? If me, the answer is there is no real argument. There is no real other way that you can look at this fight except for there's no other way we can really look at this fight and say this man doesn't deserve to be at the top of everybody's list, or at least of most people's list. You have to think like that. I don't see what else he could do. What else does he need to do in your mind if you are still a detractor of who Canelo Alvarez is as a fighter? Not Canelo. Though again, Canelo shouldn't be detracted from. If you are a detractor of who Terrence Crawford is as a fighter, what other thing does he need to do? Does he need to fight at heavyweight? Does he need to be better BF? Does he need to beat Benavidez? Does he need to beat Bivol? Does he need to beat all three? Does he need to go out to cruiserweight and fight Zerto? Does he need to go and fight the likes of Usyk? Tyson Fury? Do we need to go that route? Because at this point in time, for some people, not for all, but for some, the goalpost of the standard of boxing has been moved, sadly, negatively, and to the effect that it is hurting, legitimately hurting the sport more than it is helping. And that is a problematic issue. Excuse me. As we are still live streaming again, I'm trying. I'm still high on energy. I just need to make sure I keep myself hydrated, so I can keep on talking for the whole of this thing. Give me 1 second. Let me get another thing of liquid. Woo. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. No, that is not juice. That is soda. Okay, well, you know what? It'll give me the sugar rush I need. It might not be the best for me. Lord knows, I probably should need some water. But you know what? We're going to splurge a little bit. Like I said, if Crawford can go and do the impossible, so can I. You're doggone right. Yeah, buddy. But again, we're here, we're live, and we're listening to, or we're getting ready for the big kahuna of the main event with Inoue versus Akmadaliev happening next. This is a co-main event. Teki versus Medina. I believe it's Medina. Going through for the WBO Bantamweight Championship of the World against Teki, who has continually been a dominant force in the world of boxing at the bantamweight division. Again, you can call this man a mini George Foreman with the way that he throws his shots and the recklessness at which he goes to throw offense. Oh, it's a dangerous thing to see, but it is an amazing sight to see none No less. Let me see. Dub White said, hey man, what's going on with you? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for tuning into the show. We're so happy you're with us on today. Salute. I'm not salute. I'm sorry. The word was cut off when I was looking at it. I do apologize. Saleh. Jean-Luc and Chet. Hey man, I'm glad that you're here. I appreciate you coming through to the show. We're so happy to be with you all today. Salute to you and thank you to everybody coming through on today. Like you said, if we can keep on going through, keep on liking the stream, keep on sharing, keep on commenting, and I still want to hear all your opinions on what happened yesterday and today. We've been up since 5 p.m. streaming, talking, yelling, reacting, getting excited and having ourselves a great old time, not at the Grand Ole Opry, but at the Grand Ole Boxing event when we witnessed history, watching Terrence Crawford beat Canelo Alvarez in a one-sided technical demolition. Yes, he didn't hurt him. Well, though, no, he did hurt him in the last 30 seconds of round 12, but he outboxed him in every which way, and Canelo had no answer at all. Oh, we're going to have some stuff to talk about on Thursday, but I would love to hear your reactions to where were you when you saw history be made, and what do you think about Terrence Crawford now that history has been achieved in what was seen as the impossible? Now is the reality that we all live and breathe in. I would love to hear your thoughts on it all. Shout out to Buck Crawford. Respect to Canelo. Yeah, no, absolutely. Respect to Canelo. No question about it. Absolutely. We're not going to diminish that like Canelo was nothing. No. This was still Canelo. This was still an improv version of Canelo that he beat. And ain't nobody else at 168 come close to beating this. Nobody else at the division had come close to beating the likes of Canelo. Not one. There wasn't a soul at 168 that was coming close to beating the likes of Canelo. There wasn't. He had literally cleaned out the entire competition. Cleaned out the whole of 168. It was ridiculous. The dominance he had done in that division had been incredible. And regardless of what we wanted to say about what he had evolved into as a fighter, the dominance was undeniable. You couldn't argue against it if you tried. You couldn't. You shouldn't. You wouldn't. And you didn't. We didn't. For upwards of what? 4 years? 5 years? Understandably so. Because he deserved that type of credit. He deserved that type of credit. I scored the fight 10-2, maybe 9-3, but I had that fight as a clean sweep. At best, I had the fight 10-2, and Buddy was able to just do whatever he wants. And yeah, of course, minus Benavidez, he had beaten everybody else in the world of boxing, and Benavidez, or in the world of 168, and Benavidez was the only man that was seen as a credible threat to the likes of Canelo. And to beat him before that, before he ever faced off against what was perceived as the biggest op, when you shouldn't have beat him, from the standpoint of you coming up as a smaller guy, no, that's ridiculous greatness. But again, the fight is starting. Teki versus Medina, happening right now on Facebook Live on Top Ranks Facebook page. You can watch it for free right here wherever you are. That's where we're watching the show. That's where we're watching the stream right now because they couldn't get no rights to the likes of any platform to go and put the fight on. So that's another slight on Top Rank because they're problematic. Indeed, they are. Messing up. But again, whole nother conversation for a whole nother day. After we're still going through, it's 2 minutes left in round 1 of this fight between Teki and Medina. 2 hard-hitting power punches against Teki, 11-0, 9 KOs. Medina, I believe he is 23-0 with about 19 KOs on his resume. So it's 2 people that, you can see right there, Medina with the big power, almost landing with a big right hook, And Medina's throwing with some bad intention. He's throwing with some bad intention. Teki walking in with his hands down yet again, like he always does, now got his guard up. Yeah, Medina's trying to really go for broke and land hard on Teki. Good hook to the body. Good shot by Teki. Oh, good shot by, who got the better exchange of that trade? I think they both traded with each other. If I'm wrong, please, I do apologize. But a minute into round one of this, or a minute left in round one of this fight. As against Teki with a jab. Medina again loading up on those big, sharp, quick hooks. I mean, that hook is quick as lightning. Oh my gosh. Oh, Tekeki's out. Tekeki's down. 1-1. Oh, shoot. Oh, Tekeki's hurt. The power of Teki. Hey, that defense is going to catch up to him. Oh, we're in trouble. He's in trouble. Tekeki's in trouble. Tekeki's in trouble. He better be careful. Teki better be Teki better be careful right now. Those hooks of Medina, but they're coming in like a house on fire. One more shot like that, and Teki, he ain't getting up. I guarantee you that right now. Good hook again. Then again, rock stick Teki. Gets that brother wobbled up. Not a good shot by Teki. Tekeki's ready to go. Tekeki's in a bad way. Medina just needs to land one shot. He just needs one. With 10 seconds left, oh yeah. As the round is over, boy, I told you. I told y'all years ago. Teki and that offensive style, with him being as reckless as he is, just got that brother put on his butt. Almost having him against Diego Higa. This time having him against an even better power puncher in the form of Medina. I mean, this brother, he got cold hard crack. Oh, that looked similar to the shot that happened to the likes of Inoue when he missed on a hook and got caught with a hook of his own. And man, that was even more flush. That was just about as flush as the hook that Cardenas caught him with. And boy, Teki better be careful. He better be careful. Let me see. I couldn't find the fight to save my life. Yeah, it's on Facebook Live, so you know how to see it. I've been searching for the Inoue fight. Go to Top Rank's Facebook page. It is streaming there live for you to be able to see. I repeat, Top Rank's Facebook page has the fight showing live for you to watch right now. And Teki is in a world of trouble because again he's been knocked down, and we are starting in round 2 right now. Teki in the red trunks. Teki in the red trunks, Medina in the black trunks. This is on Facebook Live on Top Rank's Facebook page. That you can, all you gotta do is scroll down or even hit the button at hit the logo at the top of the screen of Top Rank, and it'll go and it'll do it live, or it'll take you to the live. But again, Teki with them swinging shots, man. You with the buddy that can catch you. You with the buddy that can take you out, man. Teki, you better be careful. You better be real careful. 2 minutes, 10 seconds left in round 2. Medina right now is up 2 rounds to, or up with a 10-8 round from that knockdown. Teki, you better be more. Another good hook. 2 hooks that catch him. 2 hooks that caught that brother flush. Right now, again, we're streaming on Facebook, or the fight. Good straight right hand by Medina. On Teki. The fight's on Facebook Live, or the fight's on Facebook at Top Rank's Facebook page. They're streaming the fight live for the world to see for free. Medina is looking for them hooks. I tell you, another good hook by Medina. Another good shot to the body by Medina. Teki, Teki's fighting. This is a different brother now. Teki been a reckless monster. Yes, he has. But now, right now, he's in there with another monster. He's in there with somebody that's got either they lack the hand speed or they lack the power for Teki to care about what they could do. Not this time. Teki gets rocked again with another left hook. Right hand by Medina. Medina slips a shot by Teki. Another hook by Medina. Yeah, oh yeah. Teki is back. Oh, you better be careful. Teki, you better be careful. Teki, you better be careful. Another good shot by Medina. Landing at will now with these hooks. He's able to slip and get out the way and then land with a big hook of his own. 37 seconds left in the round 2. Again, Teki in the red trunks, Medina in the black trunks. Medina's already knocked down Teki. Flush with a great counter hook. Good right hand and a left hook combination by Medina. Ooh, a good shot to the body by Teki. But Teki, he's going in all out, but boy, it's a dangerous situation. He's in a dangerous situation right now. 10 seconds left in the round 2. Medina again has won this round as well. As the round is over. As we'll go back through quick to the chats. I don't have a Facebook page. Well, you should be able to, even without a Facebook page, go through and find, and you should be able to go through and access Facebook even without an account. To be able to go through and watch, I think. If not, wink, wink, there are ways that you can see this fight. And again, just as if you know what I'm saying. Now, those ways, I can't give up, yes, lest they get taken down. However, you find those ways, go for it, absolutely, and they are abundant. Search for Reddit. That's all. That's the best thing I can say. Reddit can be your best friend. But as we're going through right now, we're going through and we're watching Teki versus the likes of Medina. And boy, we're going into round 3. At this point in time, Medina has already knocked down the likes of Teki twice. This fight is streaming on Facebook Live, just so you know to where to go to find the fight. If you need to buy other means, there are definitely other means. Wink, wink, if you know what I'm talking about. But if you can, and if you have access to it, go to Facebook. And go to Top Rank's Facebook page, and they have the stream available for you to watch on there for free, no cost. Just click it and enjoy. Be sure you change the resolution to 1080p by clicking the gear icon on the timeline of the stream, but still, it's there for you to go and watch and to go and enjoy like we're doing right now. And again, it is Teki versus Medina. Medina has won the first 2 rounds. Medina has already caught Teki flush with a counter hook that put Teki down and looked like he had Teki out on his feet. Teki was able to survive, but Medina has been throwing these hard hooks that has gone through and made the likes of made Teki's life a nightmare. Let's be keep it real. It's made Teki's life a nightmare with that speed and the length. Because here's the thing, Teki has fought the way that he's fought because he hasn't had to deal with power and speed combined. Not like that. Not like this brother. This man's swinging for the fences. We talk about Canelo loading up, but this cat's loading up every which way. But imagine Canelo loading up, but with the speed of Terrence Crawford's punches. That's what we're seeing Medina do right now. Good shot to the body by Medina. Hook to the head, 1:13 left in round 3. As they're both in the clinch. Again, Medina has been walking and stalking Teki. Good shot to the body by Medina. Teki again using the ring. That length has not been as effective. The check hook of Medina has been coming out quick as lightning. Good jab by Medina. To the right hand. Good hook to the body by Medina. Teki is having also good hook again by Medina downstairs to the body. Teki is having all he can handle right now when it comes to dealing with the likes of Medina. Good right hand. Good counter shot by Teki though. 30 seconds left in round 3. Almost lands with another check hook. It does Medina. As again, the back to the center of the ring. Teki in the red trunks, Medina in the black trunks. Less than 10 seconds now. Both of them posturing against each other. Teki trying to land some shots with a counter, but again gets clipped. Almost gets caught. And the round is over. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I'm telling you. Yeah, you know, I should probably get some water instead of soda. But you know, regardless of what, we're going to make it work nonetheless. And so also, let me keep on reading your chats right here, right now. I'm sorry, I'm late, but better late than never. Hey, man, look, y'all were here earlier. We hopefully will have you coming back for this stream. Right now, we're in the co-main event. And Inoue versus Akmadaliev is up next. Teki has been knocked down, has been beaten up, has been getting caught to the body, into the head, and is in a world of trouble against the likes of Medina right now. So we are in for an interesting fight. Tekeki's gonna lunge straight into a KO soon. He already almost got knocked out earlier in the fight. If we don't be careful, it's gonna happen again. It will very much happen again if he ain't careful as we're going into round 4 of this fight. As we're going into round 4 of this fight thus far. Teki again trying to use that long, lanky frame of his to land some jabs. Medina ducks under a hook. Medina is very much a compact type of fighter. Oh, good shot by Teki. Oh, wait a minute now. I thought Teki might have had some momentum. First time we've seen Medina actually put it off balance in some type of way going up against Teki. Good hook by Medina, even though Teki took it well that time. Medina very much a compact type of fighter. Good hook by Medina, catching the lights of Teki as he was trying to exit out. Good hook again by Medina. Yeah, the work of Teki right now just it's not working. Because, good shot. Did that guy was knocked? No, he's held. No, I'm sorry. He ain't hurt the ropes. He using the ropes to get out the way. Good hooks by Medina. Another good hook by Medina. Medina's got Teki in the corner. Teki with an uppercut. London uppercut. Oh, yeah, Tekeki's bad. Teki, the fight's over. It's over. It's stopped. The fight got stopped. Oh, my gosh. Teki done got knocked out. Teki done got knocked out. Oh, my goodness. And what is the biggest win in Medina's career? The WBO, or the new WBO bantamweight champion, is now Medina, knocking out and stopping Teki in 4 rounds. What the world? And again, I was wrong. He was hurt when he got caught on the ropes and when he dug down. I thought he was using the ropes to bounce away from the punch like we've seen Pernell Whitaker do, but no. He got caught with that hook. He got caught with the hook when he was trying to escape. And that man was whipping them things. Left, right, and center. He recovered, going through and trying to land some shots. And then Medina framed him and he caught him. And then it was an uppercut. It was an uppercut that ended the show. Boom, right there. That started it and that one ended it. That second uppercut ended it. And he just kept on throwing. And Teki could not respond. And the ref stepped in. Right this sec. I can't say it was a bad stoppage. And for sure, you were right. Well, you were right. He got knocked out soon, but he didn't walk into a shot this time. Medina just landed the shot in this instance. He went and he more so he caught him where he was trying to escape. Because Teki was on his right side, and instead of just letting him go there, he lunged for a big old shot and got to him. It caught him. Oh yeah. Yeah, I know Tekeki's mad. I know that's emotional. He lost his title. It's a shame. It's a real shame. Like I said, the joys of winning and the agony of defeat. It's the duality of man to some degree. It's a shame. It really is. But Teki, man, this is why we keep on. The defensive responsibility. As much of a fun fighter as you are to fight, the defensive responsibility was going to catch up to you eventually. Because you can't take everybody's shots. You can't. Up until a certain point, somebody gonna come back and crack you. And if you ain't got the responsibility to be able to deal with that when they are able to crack you, now you're in a potential ticking time bomb for when you're going to explode and expire in your tenure as a reigning undefeated fighter. In this case, as a champion. And my gosh, hey, it ended. And Medina, he more than gave Teki all he can handle. The brother stopped him and beat him and knocked him out and is now the new WBO bantamweight champion in the world. My goodness, and congratulations to him. Credit to both fighters. It's an insane event, and now we're waiting on the main event. Another boxer getting caught trying to sneak out the back door. Yep, exactly. Trying to sneak away out of the back door. And again, you're closing. Medina closed the door when Teki tried to escape. That's the beauty. That was the beauty of it. He closed the door. He punched where he was going. And it was sharp enough that it broke through that guard of Teki. In fact, it was timed so perfectly that when it did land, it landed right when the weakest point of Tekeki's guard was apparent. Like by the time the follow through, like you're gonna watch right here. By the time the follow through, boom, he caught him right around the guard, and it shook him up. And then boom, he did, and watch, he didn't let him go. He postured him up and did not let him go. And then he went to town and he landed an uppercut and then one more to end it right there. And once his knee buckled, he didn't stop. He did not go and waste time using offense that wasn't landing. He went to the same thing that was consistently doing damage until the ref said it's over. And notice, he kept Teki in the corner and did not let him get his balance to be able to escape. He didn't let him escape. It was beautiful. That's how you finish somebody. That's how you finish somebody. That is how you finish somebody. That's quality. That's quality. That's quality work. That right there is quality work. And that right there is a dominant champion. That right there is a bad champion. That's a bad brother. Hey, you all smiles understandably because that man is living the dream right now and he earned it. Medina earned it. Bantamweight, hey. All of a sudden, bantamweight without Judo Nakatani, bantamweight looking pretty good right now. I would have loved to see that fight, Medina versus Nakatani. I would love to see Teki versus Nakatani. If Teki was able to get to him at 118, but again, that's a whole nother conversation. Regardless of which, let me see, why are we seeing so many boxers lunge instead of taking short steps to allow for more balance? Well, again, the lunging is an aspect of the pressure. You gotta understand, the lunging forward is the aspect of the pressure that not just adds to the power, but helps to make it so that you can close the gap. And if you think you can take the punches that somebody's throwing, you're not gonna waste time trying to go through and say, why am I just, pity patting my way into range? I can just go in. Cause what's he gonna do? Catch me? No, he's not. That's what the thought process is a lot of times. But now, the issue is, it's not that you can't do that. You can. The issue is when you can't do it every time. And when somebody is, again, you can lunge forward. If you know how to be defensive responsible, you can do anything you want to do. If you know how to be responsible in it. Yes, some things have more risk than others. But if you know how to be defensively responsible, you can get away with a whole bunch of stuff. But if you don't, you can't. It's very much limited. Breaking the rules of boxing is all predicated on how much of boxing that you know. And your expert and your understanding of how to mitigate those risks. Teki mitigated the risk because nobody in the division was able to have the power to crack him, hurt him, nor the speed to beat him to the punch when he wanted to land on him. That's why he was able to do it. But notice, Medina was compact, Medina kept his shots short, and Medina kept his shots slicing. And inevitably, what happened? He beat him out. Caught him with the counter. Kept on rocking him multiple times in the fight. Just like right here. Hook. 3 hooks. 3 hooks that came out by the time Teki threw 2. And caught Teki when Teki was wide open. And he couldn't respond. That was the biggest factor. Every mistake that Teki makes, Medina has the speed and the power to capitalize and hurt when he does capitalize. He can react before you can recover, and he's got the power to be able to hurt you if you do make a mistake, unlike a lot of other opponents, even the likes of Diego Higa. And so now, as you see with them uppercuts, you see When you get put in that position, all of a sudden, well, you at a loss of words. Because what's going on? How do I keep myself up and alive while I'm trying to make it through all of this damage? And I just know the best defense is for me to eat the shots. Next thing you know, when you need to defend, you can't guard. When you need to block some stuff, you can't block stuff. And when you need to get defensively responsible, you're scrambling and you're looking like Joe Joyce because you don't know what the word you're doing. You don't know what the word you're doing. Now again, Teki can recover. Teki can come back. Teki can be better. He still is a very dangerous threat because he got a bunch of tools offensively that can give anybody in this division a world of trouble. He was even catching, and I think he had rocked actually a little bit, the likes of Medina in this very fight. He is a dangerous man in this division. It's just the fact that he's got to learn. You can't be that reckless. You can't be that reckless without the backing of the fundamentals of defense to make sure you're staying safe. And if you do take these risks, you know how to mitigate the damage by understanding what to do to be responsible. Because when you don't do that, you are going to get caught just like you did, and you're going to get beat again by people that got power and got speed, or just one or the other now. It could happen. It could legit happen. And man, you hate to see it, but he needed this. He needed this, because if he didn't learn this lesson now, he could learn it on a bigger stage in a situation. Yes, this is a championship opportunity. Again, he did lose his belt. I don't know how much of a bigger stage you need, but this was going to happen sooner or later. It was going to happen sooner or later. That's the thing. That's not me trying to be all cocky. No, it was going to happen sooner. Navarrete. I said the same thing about Emmanuel Navarrete. Emmanuel Navarrete was gonna get knocked out if he didn't get better defensively. And the second he moved up to 130, what happened? The brother got clipped and almost got knocked out in 4 rounds. And ultimately, yes, he gained the knockout. But all of a sudden, that power stung a little bit differently against Wilson, who wasn't even a big knockout artist. But he had that Navarrete walking on shaky legs for upwards of 2 rounds because of the fact that he was able to counter him. And Navarrete's defense wasn't used to somebody being able to reach him when he does those awkward lean back punches. That, oh, you're too short to get to me, but I can get to you. Now, not Wilson. And not the rest of the people at 130 and at 135, if you want to fight up there. But he got better defensively, thankfully. Teki got to go through the same thing. If not, he's going to suffer the same fate again and again and again once he sets up his competition. It's noticeable that Asian fighters not being prepared to deal with being rocked. And I don't think that's the case. I think, and again, I'm not from the culture. I don't know the background as much as I would love to know when it comes to Chinese or Japanese or Korean boxers or anybody of that sect over in the East. But what I do know, one of the biggest things about them when it comes to a mentality standpoint, and if I'm wrong, please excuse me and also research for yourself, but that warrior aspect, it's a legit thing. Oh, it's a legit, just like with Mexico, it's a legit thing over there in Japan. You being able to fight with your heart and dig deep is something that's very highly valued over there. And if you're able to, as a fighter, go through and push yourself, yeah, do it. If you get hurt, fight your way out of it. If you're hurt, don't just show it. You get more aggressive and you try harder. For a lot of times, that's what we see. Now, that's not bad. It's not bad. But that's why they say, that's why you see them if you see them hurt or you see them rock or you see them get put in trouble, they're not afraid to keep on trying to go back in the fire and go back to the well of turning this fight around. That's what turned some of these fights into one of the best fights of the year. Because they didn't stop. And they kept on going and pushing up until they broke through their opponent. But it can backfire very quickly. But they are willing to go out. Like, yeah, for sure, you right. It's not because they're not unprepared to deal with being rocked to pressure. They're prepared. Absolutely. But they're more prepared to go through and say, hey, brother, you hurt me? Bet. I'm not gonna fight like I'm hurt, because I'm gonna show you we gonna pull this out. If we go down, we go down. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna be sad if it happens. But if we go down, guess what? We going down. But we ain't about to let this ship go down without somebody swinging. That's how they be thinking. It's an insane thing. It's a ridiculous mindset from the stand, not from a bad standpoint. It's ridiculous because most boxers don't attain to that same level of dedication to saying, look, if it goes down like that, it's going down like that. But doggone it, you ain't about to see me step back. We're going to fight through this one way or another. We're going to fight through. If you keep tagging me and I can't block it, guess what? I'm going to start powering through it, because that's what we got to do, because we got to get a win somehow. That's how they fight. Why do you think I love watching them? Why do you think that the bantamweights, the super bantamweights, the flyweights, anybody but 130, more so 130 and below, 126 and below, if we're being real, those divisions, and over in Japan, more specifically where it's a lot more populous or a lot more populated, you can't teach that level of heart. You can't. It's a wonder of a thing. It's a wonder of a thing. We just saw Canelo quit against Terrence Crawford in the later stages of the round, or late stages of the fight, just like he did with Bebo. He did the same. Yeah, he did the same thing to Bebo, just like he did to Terrence Crawford. Not even 8 hours ago. And he is, again, Viva Mexico, the Mexican spirit, the warrior mentality, which, again, is still alive and well. It still exists, don't get me wrong. But he stopped fighting at a certain aspect, and the body language showed, yeah, I'm over this. You ain't seeing that over there. You're going to see disappointment, or you're going to see some pain. You ain't going to see them say, oh, I'm done. You saw Kenta when he fought against Junto Nakatani. Within 3 rounds, that man's eye was swollen shut. And he kept on fighting up until, about round 7? Via doctor stoppage. And he was getting caught with the same punches every single time. He had no answer, yet he kept on going. They're wired. I'm telling you, they're wired different over there. They wired different. They are wired different. Is that? I feel like there's a. I'm sorry. It felt like there was a hair on my mouth. I don't know why. I don't know where that came from. But regardless of which, they're different over there. It's not because they don't know how to. It's because they want to go to war. They go to war every time. They will willingly forego defense to go to war. It sounds backwards, but it's the truth. A bunch of Japanese, a big part of Japanese boxing culture, at least from what I've witnessed, they will, if you go down with the ship and you get knocked out, they're not saying that they'd rather you do that than try to survive. They're not saying that. But what they are saying is that they will push themselves up until they can't no more. And if that means them getting knocked out, so be it. But we're going to turn this around one way or another. And it's something, man. That's why every fight on this card, that's why every Japanese fight card never fails to disappoint. Another one. Outside of the very scary situation that happened outside of the very scary situation that happened in the first fight of the night, everything else lived up to the hype. The two fights. This fight is the other fight, and Inoue Akmadaliev, which is coming up next. Phenomenal, great, incredible, because they push themselves. They really do. They really do, and it's a profound type of sentiment. It is a ridiculous type of thing. Now, we got a chance for a break because they got some time. So I'm gonna take a quick break and get some water so I can be sure to be refilled for the fight with Inoue. We're gonna be right back. Don't go anywhere. Stay right here and give me about a minute, and I'll be back coming into the world of boxing. We're gonna cover Inoue versus Akmadaliev happening next. Also, it might be a little bit of a longer break for this break. So if you want to also, from the standpoint of for the ESPN side, or rather for the top ranked side of the stream. So if you want to get some snacks and get some coffee in the meantime, because they're going to be showing highlights of Inoue anyway, hey, so be it. We're going to be back on more talking all in a little bit. Don't go nowhere. Give me a second. Let me get some refills, and we will return in just a little bit. Nope, that ain't it. There we go. That was close. I'll tell you what. I thought I lost the stream for a second. I'm so sorry. This thing went right. We apologize. That break was a lot longer than I expected. Thankfully, they're still sitting there. And speaking of, look who the cat drug in for this main event is getting ready to come back down with Inoue versus Akmadaliev. Now coming into full fruition. Yes, that is Junto Nakatani sitting sideline for this event as they shape themselves up. Again, that break was a whole lot longer than we expected. I almost thought I had lost the stream and something went kaput, and boy, I had to make sure that stuff got figured out behind the scenes. I do apologize. But again, we're still here, we're still alive, and we're still having ourselves so much fun on this show, and we are ready to see what would be an absolutely monumental historic occasion for the age when it comes to the world of boxing as a whole. And this is it. This is the big kahuna. Both of them are taped up and ready to go. Akmadaliev, again, the powerful, hard-hitting, next in line to be potential champion from the standpoint of a standings standpoint, and it was just a threat level as a whole. What we have been seeing from Akmadaliev himself was a man who was seen to have been ducked by his competition, a man who wasn't seen as a threat level, or a man who wasn't seen as, I don't want to say deserving, because that's a little bit of the wrong term, but a man who wasn't given the opportunities that he felt he deserved when it comes to coming and boxing on this grand stage, especially against the one big name, I guess that is Inoue. That is right, the man who, in Inoue, who has been claimed to be ducked by, rather, the man in Inoue, who Akmadaliev claims is ducking him. Oh yeah, don't forget, one of the biggest reasons why this fight has been a huge deal is because Inoue and Akmadaliev has had some off or out of the ring beef. That Akmadaliev says that you ain't on the level. But forget that. You ain't trying to fight. You ain't trying to fight me. More particularly, it's a similar thing to the Casemiro situation. Everybody's saying that Casemiro and Inoue needs to happen, and more than anything, that Inoue is afraid of Casemiro. It's the same thing. Inoue is afraid of Akmadaliev. Yes, that is the call, or rather the cause and effect of the actions of Inoue attempting chasing the greatness. Mind you, Inoue's going through and has been not just undisputed, but taking on really, really tough competition. Okay, yes, we did have some new things like Ji Jun Kim and some others. Roman Cardenas was a surprise for the world of boxing because people didn't think he was going to be that competitive in that fight, but he showed up and showed out. That's completely understandable. I feel that. But from the sense of everything else, when it comes to Inoue, all the moves that he's been making has been seen as, hey, you didn't really go and take on the test that you needed to. At least not as the public. So now that that's the case, him taking on Akmadaliev is a huge opportunity to shut up all that noise and show everybody, yeah, we like that for real. And legit, we, in terms of Inoue and his fan base and all of his supporters, yeah, I told you, we ain't ducking because we're better. Why would we duck somebody that we know we can beat, and we're going to show you exactly how easy it is to beat you on 90 fight. That's the mentality going through. Also, Akmadaliev has somewhat been poking the bear all build up to fight week as time is going on, because it has been a legit situation of Akmadaliev trying to say, yeah, hey, I'm ready. I'm here. All throughout fight week, all throughout the press conferences, been a little bit of jabs. I guess he gave him a shirt and all that stuff and whatnot. Yeah, he's cordial. I understand. Probably really nice dude in real life. But in terms of the build-up, the lead-up, yeah, he's been some would say has been testing the waters of how much he can push likes Inoue away, but how much he can get him mad. Or get him off his game. That's the better way to put it. Get him off his game. That's what we're trying to say. But with that being the case with Akmadaliev, he's in a dangerous situation. Yes, as much as he is a threat to Inoue, and he can knock him out and beat him, there's another aspect of it where you're dealing with Inoue, who is now focused on shutting you up and shutting you down. You're poking the bear. You poked the bear. Now the bear's here. And the bear's angry. Bear can get real angry real quick. And this bear, this myth, this monster that is Inoue, can indeed come through like a house on fire. Now, we are understood that the left hook of Akmadaliev, just the hooks in general of Akmadaliev, are very much insane things, that insane aspects of his game that can be devastating for the side of Inoue. Oh yes, they can. Yes, they can. The power of Akmadaliev is already understood and legitimately felt, but it's the delivery system of the hooks, especially off of counters, that can land on Inoue, that can make this fight really interesting. Now, Inoue has said that he's trained differently. He's gotten people like Martin Tapalis and others all to come through and work to, all to come through and help him train for this fight. So he's taking Akmadaliev as seriously as possible, looking to make sure that he gets himself prepped and ready in every regard. So we're confident that he's ready. And we're confident he's going to be able to work and be, again, the Inoue that we all know. But still, when it comes to the danger of Akmadaliev, one shot can change the night. He's already been caught three. He's already been caught twice. From the standpoint of the last 5 fights, 2 times he's been put down with the left hook off of overcommitting on a counter. And that has led to him getting cracked, Luis Nery, and against the likes of Cardenas. And if that happens, boy, you're looking at a dangerous, scary, and all around outright bad night. And it could be that if Akmadaliev does catch him. See, here's the issue. Here is the issue. If Akmadaliev does catch him, then that's going to be, it could be that there's no getting up. It could be. It could absolutely be. Because you got to understand, Akmadaliev power, that's a little bit different. I'm not gonna miss words. That power that he got, the power that boy got, yeah, that ain't your average punch. That is not your average it's not your average pop. It's something serious. It's something legitimate. So you better be careful. Anyway, you got to be careful. Now, you should be able to outbox him. You are faster than Akmadaliev, at least from what we've seen with film. You are assumed to be at least just as strong from the standpoint of physical strength. Punching power, we already know. Defense, we already know. You're better than him defensively. But at the same time, you can't take this man lightly. This man even brought gifts to the final press conference with traditional garb and all, which is all well and good, absolutely. But at the same time, stuff that can throw you off your game, all because you are now a little bit less not gur. I was trying to say the noise, less aggressive, going, thinking like, I gotta take him out gur. I gotta go and put some paws on somebody. Could be a situation where it gets you just out of that mental mindset to put yourself in that killer mode. I don't think it's going to be a problem, but it can be something that needs to be looked out on just in case when it comes to this fight. Also, real quick, let me make sure that my camera is clean for 1 second. Hold on. Stay right there. Up. Hold on. And that should be. Just trying to make sure that I'm the best I can be when it comes to watching this fight. There we go. Oh yeah, I look good now. Oh yeah, clean and pristine. No grease or dirt on that camera. Oh, we looking good. We looking great actually. We look like a man on a mission, we looking like a man on a mission. But again, I want to hear your thoughts and opinions on who you think's gonna win. I have Inoue. I got Inoue. And again, you got it's been a minute since I've been a little bit concerned with who Inoue is going to go in the ring with. Everybody else I've seen him in the ring with, I've had no doubt. This brother, again, he is a real force of nature. Though he is a beatable force of nature, a force of nature nonetheless. We're going to find out whether or not Inoue was indeed ducking it, or if he was indeed worth the hype. Now, normally off the backs of, ironically enough, when Crawford and Canelo have a fight card on the same night, all of a sudden they show up and show out and they do some special things. Now, I'm not saying it's going to happen or it's guaranteed, but I am saying if history does repeat itself one more time, we could see something special in the eyes of Inoue coming through and being the menace and monster and myth that we know him as in a whole new way, hypothetically, potentially, theoretically. If so, that can be good. That can be great. And I will tell you this: after this stream, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna get me some sleep. I'm not gonna front with you. I am not gonna front with you. I am gonna get me some sleep because I love what I do. Truly, I do. But I promise you, I'm a little bit winded. I'm just a tad bit tired. I'm just a parched fatigue. But we can still give you the energy. Oh, don't get it twisted. We still gonna give you all the hype possible. Like I said, the only thing that was going wrong was trying to make sure this stream was right. But outside of that, we right is right. And we're going to operate as such, and we're going to go through and watch what can be another masterclass performance or add to the plethora of great fights that we've seen over this weekend. Culminating in what could be, again, another classic fight. And if Inoue beats MJ, he gets David Picasso. If he beats, not David Picasso, Picasso. If he beats MJ, he gets Picasso. If he beats Picasso, then most likely than not, Junto next year. But again, we don't want to look ahead. We want to look right in front of us. Some of the questions was Bam Rodriguez, when he had his fight with Crawford, and then already before that fight had even been fought, agreed to a fight for the championship on the David Benavidez card. People were saying that he looked too far out. Then you saw him put up an incredible performance against Crawford and stop the brother. In a way, same thing could transpire. The brother could be a situation where he's not looking too far ahead. He's got plans, but he's focused on the threats, and it looks like he's been taking those threats seriously. As we got Akmadaliev coming into the arena right now, the hard-hitting 14-1. Is it 14-1? Yeah, 14-1, 11 KOs on his career. Akmadaliev, who has looked like and touted as one of the hardest hitters in all of 122. Regardless of who you may think is the top, this man indeed deserves a top spot as one of the most heavy-handed, heavy-laden, destructive forces that this division has to offer. Yes, he has lost, but man, it's been a hard time losing. Bro, you have to be tired after this long day of live streaming. Many thanks for taking time and sharing with us your amazing commentary. Hey, I love it. I appreciate it. Like I said, I love doing this. This is phenomenal. Is my voice a little bit hoarse? Sure. You know, do I probably need some tea by the time I'm done? Yeah. Most likely. Am I most likely going to refrain from talking for probably a couple days after this live stream? Almost assuredly. But even still. It's worth it. Because like I said before, we are, history is upon us. Time waits for no man. And history is indeed at the precipice of all of our doorsteps. And we will not be ones to miss out on what is going to be potentially a monumental weekend. So we're going to push through. I still sound good. I still sound great. We just changed the volume a little bit. We just changed a little bit of the inflection, but it's still going to be okay because we're still going to give you the best stuff possible. And again, if you're just tuning in, hey, this is the Watch Sport. I'm your Jean-Luc Welch. We do this every Tuesday and Thursday and Friday, covering the world of boxing and beyond. And we let our stream the bigger fights of the year that we can. Also, I think I got another eyelash in my eye. But we are here with Inoue versus Akmadaliev in a fight that has been highly anticipated, highly touted, highly talked about, and incredibly dangerous for both men. Because yes, indeed, if Inoue does beat him, hey, it's Inoue doing the best thing, like at least doing what Inoue always does. But if it's the other way around, and Akmadaliev gets her hands on him, talk about some dangerous sentiments. Talking you getting sketchy. You getting dangerous. You getting livid. And we could see again, we could see another impossible feat happen. And the myth and the monster himself, anyway, gets beat. Actually gets beat. Oh my gosh. Could you believe it? Could you see it? Will it happen? I hope not. Again, from my personal perspective, I hope not. I don't want to see Inoue lose just yet. At least want to see anybody get you, Junto Nakatani, and afterwards. Okay, fine. Though I still don't think anybody can beat him amongst in this weight class. But again, you can be proven wrong real quick. One shot can change everything. And as a boxer, well, most likely he won't be outboxed. But regardless of which, still he can be. It's a dangerous thing. And man, I'm telling you, every time I watch these Japanese cards, the production value when it comes to making people feel like a big deal is phenomenal, is incredible. You feel the aura and the presence of the man when he walks into the arena. Yes, because it's Inoue, but also because, like, they make him seem like a big deal. Every single time, it's insane. It's a wild thing. I mean, look at this. I mean, just look at this. Look at this. Look at this type of production. Look at this level of production. Now, walking down them steps, hey, a little bit dangerous, not gonna lie. If he trips and falls, all of a sudden fights off. But, like you feel the star power of somebody who is deemed, rightfully so, one of the three biggest faces in the sport. And he knows he's got something to prove. And and you get the grandeur of the fighter with anybody. I'm telling you, they do it right over in Japan. But again, this is on Facebook Live for you to be able to witness on Top Ranks Facebook. I repeat, you can see this on Top Ranks Facebook. All you gotta do is go there, click their logo, get to the page, and then click it again. You probably have a red ring around it, and then you can see it, and it's live right there for the world to be able to see. That way you don't gotta go through any other means if you don't need to be able to stream the fight. And we're gonna call it fight by fight, blow by blow, play by play for everybody to witness and enjoy. And man, it's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be exciting. But but I'm not gonna lie. I love watching Inoue. I'm still nervous. I am still nervous. I'm legit nervous. Because will the same mistakes happen? Will the same mistakes happen? And will he get caught getting too aggressive and get put down again? And against a finisher of the likes of Akmadaliev, will that be the beginning? Will that be the beginning of the end? Or will it be that he again goes through and he still does some damage, but he goes through with a more technical frame of mind, trying to go through instead of going for the kill, but boxing with Akmadaliev. Working to forget trying to go for the knockout first. Instead, hey, let him make his own mistakes. And then you capitalize. Let it come to you. Now, anyway, again, it's an incredible boxer. Anyway, he's an incredible talent. We're not denying. Again, he's the closest thing to a perfect fighter that you can have in the world of boxing today. I have said that all my life when it comes to watching Inoue, and I ain't going to stop saying that because it's the truth of the matter. But even still, we've seen, he said himself, been a little bit reckless at times. Got to get that fixed. Let me see for sure what you got to say. Anyway, by KO, round 8. Hey, I can understand the sentiment. I get it. I do. And it could be that he gets the KO. It could be early. He could shock us all, and it could be early. It could be an early KO. And anyway, gets this done quick. Potentially round 6. If he really does catch Akmadaliev lacking, and that speed differential is as big as I think it's going to be on this fight. If it's as big as that, as I feel it, then yeah, he can get him out of there. Oh, yes, he can. Quick and in a hurry. But that still don't mean the doggone thing, because it adds just the same. If the timing of Akmadaliev is good enough, He can hit the vulnerable spots of Inoue when Inoue attempts to work and catch him on the inside. Oh, it's possible. It's indeed possible. It can happen. It can absolutely happen. And we could be in for a classic. We could legit be in for a classic depending on how the fight goes. And either way, man, I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm telling you, what a way to end the weekend, and what a way to end the birthday week going through right now on this week's show. Also, again, shameless plug before we get into Inoue. Hey, if you want to support the channel and you want to help pay the bills and you want to help keep this show growing and running and help us to be able to invest more into this show, hey, feel free to donate. We got Cash App. We got PayPal. We got links down below in the description for you to be able to support anything we'll do if you can. We don't got monetization yet, but as we're getting there, if you want to support and give to the show and help us to become bigger, better, brighter, bolder, and grow exponentially, whatever you can give to support the show would mean the world to me, and we appreciate it so much. We keep, again, this is my job at this point in time. We're trying to make a living, and so we want to make sure that we earn it. And so if you want to support and be a part of this thing, hey, feel free, and we appreciate it so much, and we'll be forever thankful. Absolutely no question about it. But again, all that's out the way, but we ready for a fight. We looking for a war. It's time for introductions, because now it's time for us to get it on. Good gosh, I just felt this. I don't like this because I just had the same feeling hours ago with Crawford and Canelo. I don't want to have this again. This anticipatory feeling between Inoue and Akmadaliev. Oh Lord, it's such a dang it. I'm nervous all over again. Doggone it. I'm back to like I was a couple hours ago. I'm nervous and sitting on pins and needles. And even though I feel like I know what's going to happen, look, the unexpected can absolutely take place. The unexpected can absolutely take place. And if Akmadaliev wins, this will be the biggest win in his life. Akmadaliev wins this, but the amount of money, the amount of cachet, the amount of clout, and the amount of big fights he can get if he does, in fact, be successful in this fight, monumental. Incredible. Yeah, probably gonna. You know what? I'll get a cloth afterwards, and we'll fix that. But regardless of which, I'm so sorry for the awkward pause. I was trying to get something out of my eye. I don't want to miss a beat of this fight, so I'm trying to make sure I'm clearing out everything I need to be well prepared for this extravaganza of an event. And man, it is avoider versus avoidee, or at least that's what's been claimed. It is champion versus challenger. It is a man who's claimed he's been ducked by the world versus a man who was taking on every challenge to date. Will this 11-fight knockout streak continue? 30-0, 27 KOs. Nearly every fight this man has been in has been a championship fight. He has been able to climb the ranks of 4 divisions. He's become 2-time undisputed champion in 2 different weight classes. He has been the lineal champion for multiple weight classes. He has been the ring champion in multiple weight classes. He has just about every accolade you can think of, and he's only 31. The man can grow so much more. He's still in the physical peak of his powers, and he has more in the tank. Upwards of 126, hypothetically, is the ultimate goal in the eyes of Inoue as the last big stop, due to Nakatani being the man before that. But again, the monster is here. The stadium's ready. Oh, the star power is legitimate. And the excitement is palpable. Now, I'm very much surprised that Inoue got introduced first and Akmadaliev got introduced second Because normally, I thought it was always the challenger gets introduced first and then champion gets introduced second. Because again, as the champion, last man to get the call. Regardless of which, even still, 14-1, 11 KOs. First fight in Japan, he's top 4 of the last 5 opponents. And again, he is a former bantamweight world champion, but again, he lost the belt to Marlon Tapales, who Tapales fought Inoue. Inoue beat him. Inoue got the belt. So he's looking to get what he feels is his from the brother who beat the man. No, he's looking to get what used to be his from the man who holds the belt now, who beat the man that beat him. There we go. I was trying to make sure I had that correct when it came to talking about the lineage of said timeline, or not the lineage, the timeline of said fight. Had to make sure I had that clear. But regardless of which, now we're here and it's time. Now it's time to work. The dexterity and fluidity of power versus what is looking like a wall. It literally is power versus power. We're not going to deny it. It's power versus power. Let's be real. It is power versus power. It is physicality versus physicality. It is physique versus physique. From the standpoint of the biggest aspect of this fight is the balance of power between the two. Both can end each other in one shot. It is the boxing ability that Akmadaliev is really going to have to deal with. And again, excuse me, I apologize. He's 32. It's the boxing ability that Inoue is going to have to deal with. Not Inoue. It's the boxing ability that Akmadaliev is going to have to deal with. Can Akmadaliev, as a southpaw who's giving Inoue some trouble, go through and be able to handle the boxing of Inoue? As we're going into round 1 right now, Inoue versus Akmadaliev. Let's get it on. Round 1 of this fight going underway. We're at the 2 minutes 50-second mark. Inoue again taking the center of the ring. Short jab, Akmadaliev. Gloves are mighty big on him, but good gosh, that jab surprised Akmadaliev. Shoot, that jab surprised me. That came out of Inoue right now. Inoue again looking like he's going to be more defensively responsible. I don't want him fighting. Well, no, he can box. If he really wants to, he can just box Akmadaliev to a victory and avoid the power outright. But again, Akmadaliev is powerful. Uses the feint to try to get on the inside. That speed advantage already looks to be a little bit shown. Yes, Akmadaliev has a inch longer reach, but from the standpoint of getting the punch out, yeah, there's a little bit of a difference. A big difference in speed at this point in time. Both of them being very patient with each other. Both of them in that mid-range vein. Being sure to be good jab to the body by Inoue. Another jab by Inoue. Good jab by Akmadaliev, though it misses. Both of them minute 35 left in round 1. Very tentative, very much trying to box. Inoue lands another jab. Akmadaliev, he better stop. Akmadaliev, I'm gonna tell you this right now. Akmadaliev better stop with that shaking of the wrist like he's been doing. Because if Inoue sees that as a tail end or as a consistent timing thing, he can capitalize on that while that hand is being flicked out and go through and potentially catch him. Akmadaliev better be careful with that. Judged by Akmadaliev, but it's blocked by Inoue. 43 seconds left in round 1. Good 1-2 to the body by Inoue. Jab by Inoue misses, but again, still keeping it in control in the center of the ring. Being more active right now. Look for Akmadaliev try to land with that straight left hand. Inoue almost went and tried to lunge in for a shot, but again, he held back on that jab. Operating from the range. Good straight right to the body. Inoue landed with a check hook. 1-2 by Inoue. Inoue, all right, he's already starting to pick up the pace a little bit. But he better be careful. See that hook? The hooks of Akmadaliev, it's serious. Good check hook by Inoue. That catches him. 10 seconds left in the round, and the round is over. Yeah. So the speed of Inoue versus Akmadaliev, it is real. it is apparent that Inoue has the speed advantage. However, like I said, when Akmadaliev started committing to those hooks, there's some real snap that's coming back at him. Inoue has got to be responsible. He's got to be responsible because these hooks that Akmadaliev's throwing, if he ain't careful and isn't anticipatory, he can get caught. He can get caught. He can't get caught. But right now, it's a great round for Inoue. Round one going to him. And again, for Akmadaliev, I don't know if it's a tick. It might be. But it is something that if we see Akmadaliev keep on flicking that wrist down, I'm telling you, Inoue's going to try to take advantage of that. He's going to try to. It's going to be something that's going to be a factor in if Akmadaliev starts getting caught clean. Inoue again, Bobby coming down trying to feint, trying to give Akmadaliev some unpredictable looks. Again, good head movement, jab to the head by Inoue. Another jab by Inoue. Again, Akmadaliev at a southpaw. Inoue, I believe, has been down by 2 southpaws before. Good straight right to the body. Good 1-2 to the body, by Inoue. Good jab there, and see, look, the second he went and flicked his wrist, what happened? Inoue tried to land with that jab. I told you, he's looking for that tail as a means to land something because that guard's going to be open. Akmadaliev better be careful with that, or it's going to be, Inoue's going to look for something. Another jab by Inoue. That almost startles the likes of Akmadaliev. Minute 55, 11 round 2. Jab to the body by Akmadaliev. Jab by Inoue. Keeping that long mid-range, that long range area right now. Good 1-2 to go and close the distance downstairs to the body. Taking the real estate that's available. Naked right hand lands by Inoue. 1 minute 35. Again, both of them are in white trunks and white gloves. So it's kind of hard for me to say. We can say Inoue's with the orange hair and Akmadaliev with the black hair. But they both wearing the same stuff. They both wearing the same stuff right now. Minute 15, 11, round 1. 2 jabs by Akmadaliev. Jab by Akmadaliev again. Minute 5 left in round 2. Another jab, strike check hook by Inoue. Akmadaliev now starting to be the more center controlling fighter. Another stiff jab by Inoue that breaks through the guard. Jab by Akmadaliev that lands. Inoue with some head feints. Trying to work his way on the inside. Giving him some looks. Making Akmadaliev tentative. Trying to give him something to throw. Makes Akmadaliev miss with a jab to the body. Double jab right hand that nearly lands for Inoue but misses. Jab to the head by Inoue. 30 seconds left in round 2. Akmadaliev tries to throw a check hook. Or excuse me, a lunging right hook as he's a southpaw. My apologies. Ooh. Inoue almost lands with Inoue tried to land a hook and got countered by Akmadaliev with a jab. Hook by Inoue that misses. Akmadaliev walks him down. 10 seconds left in the round. And the round is over. Yeah, no, this is Inoue is definitely being more Inoue is definitely being a lot more methodical than what we've seen in the past in terms of trying to how he's getting into his offense. This is the main fight I wanted to see, not Crawford and Canelo. Yeah, for a lot of people, this is the main fight that they've been looking for. Crawford and Canelo was the bigger fight, absolutely. But in terms of an in-division competitive war, this is the one that everybody expected to be the most competitive fight of the most competitive fight of the week. Now again, Crawford made history. Crawford become pound for pound number 1, and Crawford did the impossible in beating Canelo with the greatest of ease. We just say that, which is ridiculous. And so, but this is still another one of the best 3 in the world. Legit. Another one of the best 3 in terms of Inoue. And this is a bad brother. As again, round 3 now begins. Inoue's up 2 rounds to 0. Jab to the body by Inoue. Akmadaliev tried to throw the jab of his own. Again, Inoue in the red hair. Akmadaliev in the black hair. You know, both of them are wearing the same trunks and gloves. Which is very much ironic. Right hand by Inoue lands. Akmadaliev still is not adjusted to that speed of Inoue just yet. The jabs of Inoue are really giving Akmadaliev some trouble from the sense of reactions and getting through that guard. Also, the feinting that Inoue is doing. Good hook by Inoue. That lands. Akmadaliev shakes it off and says, yeah, that was a good shot, but it didn't hurt. But even still, the feints by Inoue are making himself or making him even harder to be able to read and react to. Good 1-2 by Inoue that lands. 2:02 left in round 3. Inoue again in the center of the ring. Akmadaliev with a jab to the body. Inoue again circles back around. Oh yeah, Inoue, he definitely looks on it today. Right hand misses by Inoue. But even still, he good job by Akmadaliev. Inoue with a little bit of fancy footwork trying to gauge and get in and out of dodge. Quick right hand into essentially exiting out and circling back around. The feet of Inoue are indeed working better for him against Akmadaliev. Good straight right to the body. That straight right downstairs is a real damaging blow that can take effect over time if Inoue keeps on throwing it. Just like he did to Stephen Fulton. It's one of the biggest weapons. Again, he hasn't used that as I would love him to for a hot minute. Now he's going back to that well. Thankfully, again, starting to box. 53 seconds left in round 3. Inoue again, and very much giving feints and looks to make Akmadaliev uncomfortable. Blocks a jab from Akmadaliev. Another straight right to the body for Inoue. Akmadaliev is really struggling to get some momentum on his offense outside of 1 or 2 shots. Can't really roll into his offensive arsenal like he would like to. Almost threw a hook there, but then had to hesitate. Inoue again, good shot by Akmadaliev. Oh, they almost caught Inoue. Good job by Inoue, however, keeps on with the pressure and keeps on with the boxing. That explosive speed of Inoue is something to behold. To jump in and out of range so quick and so easy. So quick and so easy. It's such an impressive thing. It's such an impressive thing to watch. It's so impressive. Inoue being able to jump in and out that quick with that much of a actually not an issue at all. With that much of a quickness is like it makes him so hard. See, that's why he's able to take those types of chances, because he's able to jump in and jump out before you can react. Like, look, jab to the head, straight down. And then he's already back out before you're able to actually throw a punch, anticipating a comeback or anticipating a counter shot. And with, I guarantee you, just like with Stephen Fulton, Inoue he's going to use that jab, straight right combination downstairs to set up a hook to catch Akmadaliev off guard and hurt her. I'm telling you, as we're going into round 5 right now, as we're going into round 5, another 1-2 by Inoue. And again, uses his feet to get out the way. Those sweet feet up Inoue. Good jab by Akmadaliev. Inoue gets out the way of a shot. Lands on the guard of Akmadaliev with the hook. Back to the center of the ring. Akmadaliev with 2 jabs. Inoue misses with the check hook. Inoue in the red hair. Akmadaliev in the black hair. With the black hair. Natural hair color. Yeah, no, this is definitely an Inoue that's on his game. This is definitely an Inoue that's on his game. If you see the way that he's moving, if you see the way that he's responding to the attacks of Akmadaliev, it looks like he's incredibly loose and comfortable. He's so loose and comfortable right now. Inoue at this point in time feels he can box with Akmadaliev in any way that he wants to. And again, he's pawing with him, gesturing with him. Remember, we talk about it when Inoue loves to goad his opponent. He loves to go disappointed. Akmadaliev tries to land some stuff on the ropes, but anyway, counters with a straight right. 3-punch combination by Inoue. Jab by Akmadaliev. Good jab by Akmadaliev again. And watch, it's going to be a straight right. It's going to be a straight right downstairs again. Inoue's waiting, posturing, looking to see waiting to see if Akmadaliev is going to make a move. Another straight right to the head by Inoue. Jab by Akmadaliev. Akmadaliev's got Inoue on the ropes. Inoue just gets out of the way of a shot with some very quick head movement. Then responds with the 1-2. See, he goes from stop and go so quick. He goes from no movement to all systems go like that. The change of direction. That's what I've been trying to say about this brother. The change of direction from Inoue, from backing up to closing to moving forward, it's so fast as another 1-2 lands for Inoue. It's so fast. It's insane. It's insane. And again, this is Inoue by good counter shot by Inoue. Oh my gosh. Good straight right by Akmadaliev, however. Responds in kind. Inoue gets out the way. Inoue with the big hook. Inoue again, you just getting out the way of these shots. I'm talking about like a just backing up, hands down and all. Now I wouldn't do that with Akmadaliev, but even still, Inoue seems like he knows and he's comfortable with whatever he wants to do in the ring. Cause he feels like this gap between them is just too big. As this round ends the sport. Yeah, the man, no, he fighting. He fighting like he comfortable. Let me see. Sense protect. Inoue put MJ to sleep before round 8. We're gonna see if that's the case. We're gonna see if that happens. I guarantee you. Right now, Inoue's winning every round. It's been 4 rounds. Inoue's winning right now. Inoue's absence is objectively winning every round, and it ain't close from the standpoint of boxing ability. He is going through and dominating this fight. He is, and he's looking more like Fulton, or he's looking like the fight with Stephen Fulton at this point in time. Now he's still getting caught with that straight right more than that, or he's not getting caught a lot, but he is indeed still sometimes being put in openings to get caught with naked shots. But on the whole, Inoue's doing a pretty doggone good job, legitimately keeping his word, saying I'm gonna box with this brother more than I've done with others in the past for the other fights. As again, it's round 5 right now. 2 minutes 50 seconds left. Inoue again standing in front of him, looking to see again that one of the prime techniques of Inoue is to just wait and react. Not move, but stand right in the center of an opponent and wait and react to what they try to do without giving up ground defensively. Without giving up ground offensively. Hook to the head, big swing in the midst by the likes of Akmadaliev. Again, those hooks are dangerous now from Akmadaliev, but Inoue again is seeing them and being able to get out the way. Inoue again, throwing more jabs. Akmadaliev with jabs of their own. Akmadaliev walks Inoue down to the ropes. Good shots by Akmadaliev, but all of them are either blocked and or evaded. Good 3-punch combination by Inoue. And Akmadaliev almost ends with the hook, but Inoue is just getting out the way. I mean, Inoue is just skirting past these shots. Good 1-2 by Inoue. And says, all right, hey, talking to him. Again, talking to him. Like he's literally talking to him before saying, all right, I'm going to throw 1-2, and then boom, breaking through. Good stiff jab by Akmadaliev. But again, Inoue again responds in kind with the right hand. Good shot to the body by Akmadaliev. One minute 20, 11, round 5. Jab by Inoue. Jab by Akmadaliev. Both of them blocked. Another jab by Akmadaliev blocked. Inoue tried to land with a straight right. Back to the center of the ring. Minute 5, 11, round 5. Understand? Yeah, it's a more active round for Akmadaliev than been in the past. But anyway, he's just getting out the way of all these shots. I would call it a little bit of a Sugar Ray Leonard X type of performance with the way he's moving around the ring. Good hook to the body by Inoue out of the clinch. 42 seconds left in round 5. Big hook by Inoue. Oh gosh, that shook the hand of Akmadaliev for real. The feet are what's winning this fight right now for Inoue. Good 1-2 by Inoue. Beating Akmadaliev to the punch. Inoue again gets out the way, circling around. Right back to where he started. Using angles and confusing Akmadaliev. Yeah, no, good counter at the end of the round. Yeah, this brother's special. Yeah, he's special. This cat's special. This cat's special. This brother, this dude is something different. Anybody who said that he was avoiding Akmadaliev, hey, you see why we were saying he wasn't? Because he was better than the brother in every way. And right now, he's showing it right now. This man has been doing a master class in defense and offense combined. Landing heavy shots, using his feet to reset and get out of the way. Head movement to be able to just skirt out the way of shots. Countering ability when Akmadaliev does land. Hand speed is quicker. Body attack. Jabs. Footwork and distance. And the man of the hour right now, Junto, is watching and waiting. Because this is what he's trying to get to down the line. Most likely next year, as he is now officially a super bantamweight, dropping the belts at bantamweight. So now we're dealing with a man who he's scoping out the opposition and watching how can I beat this brother. Oh, it's a film study in live time for Junto Nakatani. As Inoue and Akmadaliev again head to round 6. Inoue's won every round thus far, relatively with the greatest of ease. Again, operating on the outside. That wide squatted stance that allows for Inoue to really explode forward or explode backwards, wherever he wants to go. The athleticism definitely is still there. He has not lost a step at all. At 32 years old, he is still in the peak of his powers from the standpoint of physical ability. Another jab by Inoue. Akmadaliev just can't get that range like he wants to. Inoue, hands down, looking at the posture. Waiting, watching and waiting. Watching and waiting. Watching and waiting. Akmadaliev with a bunch of jabs that miss. Inoue again, standing flat-footed. Standing right in front of him. Mind you, Inoue's fighting on the outside with the shorter reach in this fight. And winning. Minute 40 left in round 6. Inoue again gets out the way of jabs. This speed discrepancy. Yeah, this is night and day. This is night and day. Oh my gosh. It's a night and day difference. Akmadaliev with a couple of hooks that are blocked. Inoue with a good hard shot to Akmadaliev. Another jab to Akmadaliev. A minute 10 left in round 6. Akmadaliev, I think landed with that right hand. I think. Probably need to turn my video quality up on the stream so I can make sure I see what's going on. Oh, good jab by Akmadaliev. Got some success. Got Inoue back on the ropes. Wait a minute. Oh. Wait a second. Inoue got big shot by Akmadaliev. Wait a minute. Oh. Inoue digging down deep to the body. Fighting his way out. Inoue again, now starting to switch gears. Turning into more of an aggressive fighter now. Got pushed to the ropes for a good second by Akmadaliev, and now is ripping downstairs to the body. It's why we said the power of Akmadaliev is real. That leaping jab that Akmadaliev landed, hey, that got Inoue's attention. Yes, it did. Oh, yes, it did. And now Inoue's got Akmadaliev on the ropes. 10 seconds left in the round. Yeah, now he's starting not to box anymore. He's starting trying to walk to him now. Yeah, the shift has started for Inoue as the round ends. Yep, the shift done started now. Hey, right, we've seen this story before. Hey, we've seen this story before. We have seen this story before. Oh, yes, we have. We've seen this story before, and we know how it normally is. He's gone from boxing now to trying to brawl. All of a sudden, after that shot by Akmadaliev, when Akmadaliev got him to the corner, or got him on the rope, excuse me, and looked like he had him in trouble. All of a sudden, Inoue went and said, all right, and boom, started digging downstairs. Boom, hook after hook, after hook after hook. 5 of the 6 punches landed through and around the guard. Oh yeah, that's some heavy leather. Now, Akmadaliev got a body that can take it, but at the same time, Inoue has to be careful. Inoue's got to be careful still. Because if he does go into a slugfest, there is a good chance that he can get put into the same position that he got put with the Roman Cardenas and with the likes of Louis Neary a year or two ago. And we don't want that to happen. But let me see, round 7 of this fight now underway. Inoue with his hands down. Putting a little bit of a Paul Butler now. Trying to goad Akmadaliev to actually do some stuff offensively. Talking. Showboating a little bit. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. I know what Inoue's on now. Okay, he's on that type of timing. Okay, all right. He's on that type of timing. He's on that type of timing. Okay. Yeah, see, if you're seeing Inoue do this, bouncing like this, walking in with or with his hands down, posturing at his opponent, not just talking smack, but actively with a good flurries by Akmadaliev, but great defense by Inoue. But being able, but talking to him, doing some showboating stuff, almost like he's trying things out with some of the stances, like a leaping jab like that, off of a 4-punch combination. He sees that you are figured out. Every time I've seen him do this, it's been because he figured somebody out. And he knows what they are and what they aren't. And now he can just do whatever he wants. This type of Inoue, you are in deep trouble if you see him doing this stuff to you. Because that means that you're completely under his control. Look at him, loading up on shots, winding up on shots naked. Again, it's a reckless tactic, but it's because he now sees that you have nothing to offer him from the standpoint of danger in his mind. And Akmadaliev is a dangerous brother. He's a dangerous brother. And see, and also, remember, Akmadaliev was talking all this smack. He was talking a lot of smack coming into the fight. Good right hand by Inoue. 50 seconds left in round 7. Yeah, when he's fighting like this, he sees you as not a threat anymore. I'm telling you, I've seen it. I've seen it too many times now. When he gets to this mode, when he's fighting like this, essentially acting like a child, from the standpoint of like just doing whatever. Yeah, he sees that you ain't got nothing to offer him. 22 seconds left in round 7. Good right hand again by Inoue. This brother said he was going to be more responsible, but doggone it, he's fighting. He's going back into the modes. But he is avoiding a lot of the big shots by Akmadaliev. And the responsibility of being able to use his speed and get out the way. He is making sure he's doing that. But the round ends, and Akmadaliev, and right now Inoue's doing whatever he wants. Shot selection, testing whatever he wants out, leaping jabs, off of 4-punch combinations. The straight right that's been landing all night long. Knowing that the hook's coming, being able to fight out of the ropes if he does get pushed relatively easily. It's been, like, what else do you want from the brother? What else do you want? This is another showing of the monster. It's another showing of the monster in the best way possible. It's another showing of what this brother is. Again, he's a myth. You see, we keep calling him a myth. On this channel, we call him a myth. Because he's unbelievable. He is unbelievable. As again, we're getting ready to start round 8 right now. Akmadaliev has lost every round to date, and he looks worse for wear. He's trying to think of how in the world do I beat this guy because of the amount of skill sets and the speed ultimately is the biggest thing. The foot speed of Inoue, not just the hand speed, the foot speed of Inoue is making this fight so hard for Akmadaliev to be able to successfully have. Again, Inoue in the red hair, Akmadaliev with the black hair. Switching stances as he's going through punching. Inoue just doing, again, having fun at this point in time against a very dangerous guy. This is why I said, as a talent, Inoue is the best fighter in the world, because he does the same stuff against every single opponent, regardless of the skill level. That's what makes it so phenomenal. Akmadaliev is not Paul Butler, but he's doing some of the same stuff that he did against Paul Butler to Akmadaliev, and it's working the same way. It's working the same way. Jab by Inoue. Good jab by Akmadaliev. Minute 44, 11 round 8. Inoue again using smart pressure. Good counter right hand to evade a shot as well. Inoue with some beautiful counter punch defense. Jab by Inoue that I think missed. Inoue turned Akmadaliev to the ropes, however. Good 1-2 by Inoue. Good 3-punch combination by Inoue. Jab to the head by Inoue. Again, this is round 8. A minute 15 in round 8. Inoue has won every round on this fight this far on my scorecard. Another right hand by Akmadaliev. Or excuse me, left hand by Akmadaliev. Jab by Akmadaliev. Now, the best weapon for Akmadaliev has been the counter jab all night long. Good 1-2 by Inoue. That one caught the attention of Akmadaliev yet again. Another 1-2 by Inoue. Starting to turn up that power now. He's boxed. He's boxed. He's been defensive, and now he's balling. I mean, this man, like, look at that. Look at that. 1-2. Slip in and slip out at the exact same time. And now he's falling with the brother. And got the advantage there too. Yeah, no, this man's insane. His reaction time is so quick. His recognition of what's coming at him is such an impressive thing. 10 seconds left in the round. Right hand by Inoue lands. And again, he evades the punch. This man, I mean, this brother's, it don't get talked about enough. His defense is his head movement, more so his defensive ability to react on a dime. It's insane. It's insane. Let's look at that. Throw the shot and again, leaning back with the greatest. He's been doing that all night long. He's been doing that all night long. Like, this man's incredible. He's phenomenal. He's done the same stuff to Paul Butler that he did to Stephen Fulton, that he's doing now to Akmadaliev, that he did against Anita Donaire, that he also did against Yi Jun Kim, that he also did against Romy Cardenas. It's been the same stuff regardless of the opponent. The same constant, you don't belong in the ring type of dominance. It's ridiculous. Like, truly, it's incredible. Truly, it's phenomenal. As we're going into round 9 now. The foot speed's too fast. The head movement and the reaction time is too quick. The defensive responsibility is too sound. The anticipation is too fast. Or the anticipation is too far ahead. It's too many moves ahead. And again, the power is making Akmadaliev have to respect him. He can't win the jab game. He can't win the power punch game. He can't win the walk and stalk game. There's no game he can win right now. I mean, what can we see this brother do next? Round 9. Again, we are in round 9. 2-10 left in round 9. Big hook by Inoue. Jab by Inoue. Again, Akmadaliev, again, outside of the counter jab, that has been one of the better effective weapons, hasn't been able to do but so much in this fight. And even his success has gotten countered and stonewalled by Inoue. We went to a bunch of hand fakes again, making Akmadaliev hesitant. Hook block from Akmadaliev. Anyway, good 3-punch, great 3-punch combination by Inoue. Another hook, like, at this point in time, again, if he gets a knockout, great. If he doesn't, fine. But he's dominated Akmadaliev to such a big degree. This should shut up any noise about Inoue trying to duck people. I mean, look at this. Every skill set in the book right now. Good. Oh, that's a nasty uppercut by Inoue off the counter. Little bit of Jerron Boots Ennis that we saw earlier this year against Danny Onis. Y'all remember that fight? We saw that happen again. 49 seconds every round. He's putting on the show right now. He's putting on the show right now. Jab again by Inoue. 1-2 by Inoue. 3-punch combination, by Inoue. I think Akmadaliev might be bleeding a little bit from his nose or from his mouth, one of the two. Big hooks by Akmadaliev, however. Uppercut by Inoue. Jab by Inoue. 3-punch combination by Inoue. Inoue smiling. Look, this is looking like Terrence Crawford 2.0. It's looking like Terrence Crawford 2.0. He's having fun. He's doing whatever he wants. You ain't stronger than me. You ain't quicker than me. You ain't smarter than me. A complete domination. After the round is over. Yeah, no. At this point in time, it's light work. And right now, it's light work. For Inoue, right now, it's light work. It's light work for Inoue at this point in time. The easiest amount, whoever said that Akmadaliev was going to be trouble, they look like a fool. And I said it, that Akmadaliev could be a serious threat. And this man is making him look like nothing. Like he's done against every other opponent he has faced. It is ridiculous. It is insane. Yet it is existing in this reality. The anticipation of what's coming back at him. The power shots he's able to land. The free-flowing footwork that he's just able to get him, not just out of dodge, but into whatever range he wants to get into without any concern or worry. The defense that has been able to nullify everything that Akmadaliev wants to do. The hand speed that's made Akmadaliev hesitant to want to throw some stuff. Right now, Akmadaliev's only got one route to win. That's by knockout as we're going into round 10. It's been a masterclass. Hook by Inoue to the body. And again, walking hands down. Just wanting to see what you're going to do. Circles back out, gets to get back to the center of the ring. 2 minutes, 30 seconds of round 10. Pausing like a statue in the center of the ring. Looking to see, again, the gold, something from Akmadaliev. 6-punch combination by Inoue. And now the sporadic pressure, all of a sudden, again, like I told you, the stop and go. That stop from him to go and start stuttering. And to go from inside, outside, back inside at such a quick but unpredictable rate, again, that's one of when he brings that type of talent out, all of a sudden you become, it's which way do you want it? Minute 50, 11, round 10. Circling the ring yet again. Again, fighting with his hands down. Now with the high guard. Distance to get out the way. Minute 36. Anyways, again, it's just toying with him at this point. Good shot by Akmadaliev almost landed something real, but then Inoue turned away from the punch. That's the best flurry Akmadaliev's had in a long time in this fight. For the past, 3 rounds? Or 2 rounds, excuse me. Jab to the body by Inoue. Again, Inoue in the red, or is it brown? Red. Inoue in the red hair. Akmadaliev with the black hair. Because they both wearing the same gloves and trunks. Jab to the head by Inoue that lands. 50 seconds every round 10. 1-2 by Inoue. Ooh, good. See that counter jab by Akmadaliev. It's been the best punch for him. Ooh, good counter by hand. But anyway, again, it circles back out. The brother's just having fun right now. He's making Akmadaliev second guess himself. 20 seconds left in the fight. He's making him second guess himself. He's making him trip over his own feet. He's making him unpredictable. Whatever he wants to do, he can do. Whatever Inoue wants to do, he can do. You can't catch him. You can't outpunch him. And you can't outthink him. It's insane. As the round is over. I mean, this is like, what else do you want? What else do you want? He's putting on a show. He's putting on a show. Now I can promise you, it's the championship rounds right now. Hey, it's the championship rounds. I can guarantee you, and we caught him with more of a forearm than a clean a hand shot. But even still, it was the best shot that he's landed in a hot minute. Yeah. Excuse me. No, that was with the glove. No, that was a good shot. That was a great shot by Akmadaliev, but it's been few and far between. And every time he does land something, Inoue counters with something better in kind. But look at the championship rounds right now. It's rounds 11 and 12. I can promise you, Inoue's gonna try to go for the knockout if he can get it. He's gonna try. He's going to try. He's gonna try to get a knockout if he can get it. He doesn't need to. He's won every round thus far with the greatest of ease, but he's gonna try to get the knockout. Watch. All of a sudden, you're gonna see him push. You're gonna see him push on the gas at some point in time in this fight. If he can do it, he's gonna go for it. Oh, I forgot to ring the bell. Yeah, we're in round 11. I'm sorry, we're in round 11 and 12. Championship rounds right now for the undisputed super bantamweight title that Inoue currently holds. Inoue has won every round of this fight thus far. 2 minutes, 30 seconds every round 11. Akmadaliev needs a knockout to win. Good jab, right hand combination by Inoue. Though the jab only landed. 3-punch combination by Inoue. Again, the explosive quickness and the raw speed. He's got both. And he just got one. He's got both. And Akmadaliev cannot keep up with the feet of Inoue either. That's more than anything. That's been the biggest thing that's been able to win him this fight. The feet. The movement. Minute 53 left in round 11. Another check hook by Inoue. Looking to taking small steps, circling and stalking Akmadaliev around the ring. Another 2 jabs to the head, though they're both blocked, pushing Akmadaliev back closer to the ropes. Another jab, stifling Akmadaliev's forward momentum. Almost slipped and landed an uppercut. It was Inoue. Minute 25 left in the round. This is round 11. Inoue again lands a jab. Inoue again slowly applying pressure and walking Akmadaliev down. Another jab by Inoue. It's the greatest of ease right now. I'm telling you, it's the greatest of ease right now. It is the greatest of ease. Hook to the head by Inoue. 1-2 by Inoue. Akmadaliev tried to bully his way back to the center. He just ain't got no answer right now. I'm telling, like, look at that, man. Look at that. This man's walking a tightrope of danger and keeps on evading out the way like he's doggone Muhammad Ali. Another jab by Inoue. Multiple punches to the body by Inoue. 19 seconds left in round 11. I mean, it's just been domination through and through. That's going to do right now as the round ends. Yeah, it's man. Like, what else do you want me to say? I don't know what else I can tell you when it comes to what this man can do. If you don't believe this man is top 3, I don't know what to say to you. I don't know what to say to you when it comes to the world of boxing. I don't know what to say to you. Because he's beating people so soundly, regardless of what their perceived threat level is. It's insane. He is avoiding people like Ali with his head movement. His footwork is so fast that it makes him be able to be almost at 2 places at once. When it comes to when he tries to blitz opponents, he can go and essentially 30 step his way and make you say, which way am I going to go? And then go here and there. Like that. The power is keeping Akmadaliev at bay. The speed and the jab is making it so insurmountable that he can't get around it. It's just ridiculous. He's outclassing this buddy who's supposed to be said that he avoided Akmadaliev. He's outclassing him and it's not even close. He doesn't even belong. As we're in the championship rounds. This is the last fight. This is the last round of the fight. This is the last round of the fight. Akmadaliev needs a KO to win. He needs a KO to win. 3-punch combinations blocked by Akmadaliev. Jab by Inoue. Straight right to the body by Akmadaliev. Inoue now trying to goad him, saying, hey, come on, let's see what you got. Inoue again with the hook. And all of a sudden he stopped that dancing. Like I told y'all, he's going to try to go for the knockout if he can get it. 2 minutes, 15 seconds left in round 12, excuse me. If Akmadaliev doesn't get a knockout, he doesn't win this fight, period. He's lost every round thus far. He's been outclassed in a way that he never expected it to be. Hook to the body by Inoue. Minute 55 left in round 12. Oh, good shot by Akmadaliev. One of the first clean punches that's landed in a decent amount of time. Inoue says he's playing footsies, jabbing in and out. Bouncing on his toes. Minute 33. Both of them are just... Yeah, he's got full control over Akmadaliev. Good jab right hand combination. Another 1-2 by Inoue. Akmadaliev, he ain't got no answer. Great day, brother. The head movement of this man is insane. The defense of Inoue, we need to start talking about it as one of the best in the game. As a fighter, this man is showing me he's one of the best in the game. Because at every level, at every skill set, he is outclassing most people in the world. Defensively setting traps, being able to be defensively responsible, having a chin, having heart, getting up, being able to, when he wants to box, make you obsolete. When he wants to brawl, overwhelm you. From the footwork to the jab, to the punch selection, to the combinations, everything is just about where you want it to be. 18 seconds left in round 12. Akmadaliev, he's got 10 seconds to land something. Oh, good shot by him. Akmadaliev hurt him. Wait a minute, Akmadaliev hurt him. He caught him. He caught him with a good shot, and then boom. That's it. You caught him once. I think that was the biggest hook that Inoue got caught on. But outside of that, he dominated that fight. He dominated that fight. That wasn't even close. That wasn't close. That wasn't close at all. That fight was not close at all. Inoue done it again. He done outclassed another dangerous opponent and made them look like nothing. This man is not. He's not real. He is not real as a fighter. He's not real. Yeah, see that hook, that last hook, that finally something broke through. Anyway, he was hurt with that. He was definitely hurt with that. Absolutely. Like I said, we've seen him hurt and we've seen him knocked down. That's not a surprise. It's the fact that was the only time. He's had some good shots landed, but that was the only time that he legit was put in some serious trouble. Outside of that, everything else was pretty much mundane or taken care of. So again, this is the puncher who is one of the more vaunted punchers in this division. And he couldn't do a doggone thing with him. Yes, he didn't knock him out. He outclassed him for 12 rounds. For 36 minutes, he got caught with only one shot. That was the most detrimental shot. And even then, he recovered and got out of the way. That was in the last 10 seconds with desperation. I mean, shoot. What else can you say about this brother? It's like, what? Is he still avoiding people? Or is he just that good that only a select few are able to be good enough to actually challenge him? The reason why he's going up to fight people and move up in divisions. He's not avoiding Casemiro. He was never avoiding Akmadaliev. He was going through and doing what he normally does, which is being great. Yep, and still, the monster Inoue still reigns as a dominant champion with Junto Nakatani again waiting in the wings, looking on.
Scores 117,
and
111, and 118.
My gosh.
110 twice.
We can shut up about him avoiding people. We can shut up about him trying to not fight people. He has now fought outside of Casemiro, which again is not even on the radar. He's fought every single competent person that is in this division and in past divisions.
I'm talking about
Akmadaliev was supposed to be a brother that was supposed to actually be a big threat to beat and knock out Inoue. And he looked worse than other people that weren't even on the radar of Inoue when Inoue fought him.
Scary moment in the final
like
seconds. This was an easy
the world.
work for Inoue.
Yeah, it was light work. It was light work. It was light work.
Was still third.
I don't want to hear that he's avoiding anybody else.
And Inoue.
And I gave Akmadaliev the benefit of understanding how much of a danger he really is, which he is still a danger. But,
so far.
like, come on now. We gotta stop with some of the ridiculous. We gotta stop with some of the ridiculousness when it comes to talking about this man, because he's legit. I don't know what else can you say for it. The man's great. What are the challenges that you say he is scared of? Which is, there's no challenge he's scared of right now. Because he's beating everybody. And so again, Crawford's number one.
An incredible first night of boxing.
Crawford's at the top spot.
We are ready to hear from the monster.
Who was it? What was the ranking? Oh, did they have it? Crawford 1, Usyk 2, Inoue 3? No, I had it. Crawford 1, Inoue 2, Usyk 3. But regardless of how you have for ranking your pound for pound, I don't want to hear nothing about this brother ain't great. And so now I would love to hear the press conference. I'll take a listen to it. I can't play because I'm not trying to get copyright stricken. But I'm trying to see if he's going to call out, I'm trying to hear if he's going to call out Junto. You all can't hear it because again, I'm not trying to not get copyright claimed.
I am so motivated and determined to fight against Akmadaliev tonight because he's so good and so great at boxing. So because of him, we could be able to fight so good. Thank you so much, everyone, and Akmadaliev will fight me.
Yeah, but that fight, that was all the hype we said about Akmadaliev, which again was valid. He wasn't even in the same realm.
What kind of fighter and how did you like him as a fighter and his opponent for tonight?
はい、1ラウンド目から、アフマダリエフの、戦い方をしていたら、 正直この試合は分かんない試合になったと思います。ですがチーム井上この試合に向けてすごい
Now, I'm trying to hear if he's going to call out the likes of Junto to the ring,
スピードを生かした戦い方ってものにすごくフォーカスを
or face off with Dave Picasso.
挑んできた。
Is it Dave Picasso? Or is it Picasso being his first? I can't remember exactly. But either way, I mean, like we're sitting here and saying, like, if you think Inoue is still only hype, I don't know what to tell you, except for you just don't like boxing. You just don't like boxing. We're not talking about this man in just fandom alone, that this brother is just so far up here just because we like him, just because we think he's cool. No, this man is that great because he's legit of everybody else in boxing. This is again, now with Crawford winning this fight against Canelo, outside of Crawford, this is the most well-rounded boxer in the world. And from a talent perspective, even with Crawford, he's the most talented fighter in the world right now. I still hold on to that. Though Crawford, again, has done what he's done to get you, again, all-time great status. No question. But what we're saying from this brother, from a talent perspective, it's something different from everybody else. It's something different. It is something different from everybody else in the world. I'm telling you, it don't make no sense. It don't make no sense at all. Don't make no sense at all how good this brother is.
そして今日は初めての名古屋での試合ということになりました。こうやって見てみますと、もうぎっしりとファンの方が詰めかけています。ぜひこの会場の雰囲気の感じ方いかがだったでしょうか。
They're asking. Okay, so yeah, so now they're doing just the pleasantries and all that stuff. So okay, we ain't gotta worry about that no more. Okay, so we're good. So again, if you didn't know, Inoue beats MJ Akmadaliev in 12 rounds in a dominant unanimous decision that wasn't even close, crazy enough, that now has us all saying, yeah, this brother wasn't ducking him. This man was just better than him in every way. And we can now shut up that noise. And now Inoue again reigns supreme as still the undisputed super bantamweight champion of the world. And again, besides him, there is no other outside of a new up-and-comer and the likes of Junto Nakata, not new up-and-comer, but a newcomer to the division, which has been an old-time great in Junto Nakatani. And my gosh, sooner or later, it's going to happen. It's got Picasso in December, and then after that, all roads lead to 2026. And oh, what a time it's going to be, and what a time we're going to have. But again, with all that being said, this has been another episode of The Watchable with me, Yos. John Lewis, we appreciate you coming to us for both streams of this weekend's fights. It was a masterclass on both occasions. We appreciate you coming through, and we appreciate you enjoying the show. Please leave a like on the stream before you get out of here. Keep on commenting what you didn't like or what you liked about the show. Be here on Tuesday. We will be covering the world of boxing, reactions to all of this stuff, and so much more with Inoue and Akmadaliev, and of course, Crawford and Canelo. Pound for pound, we now know Crawford's #1 in the world and is the new undisputed super middleweight champion. And my gosh, it's going to be a time to discuss where he reigns and what's going to be next for Canelo after what is indeed a definite impactful loss on his career. But again, we thank you for tuning in. We thank you for listening. And please, be safe, be blessed, have a great weekend, enjoy your Sunday. What I said, leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the, leave it on a big, subscribe to the channel. Share the show with everybody you know, so we can keep on building up this empire together. And if you want to support the show, and again, help me out on my birthday weekend, if you want to give me some gifts to celebrate the year, or me making it another year, hey, we got Cash App, we got PayPal, we got links down below in the description. If you want to support the show and help us out, help us to be able to invest back into the show, it would mean the world to me. Anything we'll do. While we don't got monetization yet, it would be a joy to be able to go. And if you can't give something, we appreciate it. If not, hey, The fact that you're here is good enough. Just tell people about the show and help spread the word to get everybody involved in the conversation in the boxing landscape and beyond for the World Sport. So again, we're gonna be back on Tuesday. I'm gonna go get some rest, but it's been a phenomenal week, and what a way to end off my birthday week, absolutely. Yes, sir. What a way to end off birthday week, and what a way to have us celebrate it with you all today. It's been a joy, and I hope you all enjoy your weekend. I've been Jean-Luc Welch. Y'all have been wonderful. Peace and love. Oh, we are out of here. Yes, sir. We're going to see you all on Tuesday. Be safe. Be blessed. Peace and love. We out.